dá sí lórúkọ ọmọ Yorùbá ni mí. Bí bàbá wà tí ò sí ẹ̀tọ́ tó yẹ kó ṣe fún aráàlú tí wọ́n dìbò fún tó jẹ́ ìjọba lé lórí, tíjọba bá wà tí ààbò bá sí fún aráàlú tó ró ìṣèjọba lé lórí, aráàlú dìde fúnra ẹ̀. Pàṣẹ àbí mo dédé pàṣẹ àbí mo kàn sọ kan tí ó wá látọkàn mi. Ìkẹ́ tó fa ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ni pé ẹni èwo láti bí ijọ́ mélòó kan sí bí ọ̀sẹ̀ bíi méjì sí nípa ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn Fúlàní tó wà ní gbogbo Ìbàràpá. Ẹ wo dókítà wa, Dr. Fatai, PhD doctor ọmọ Yorùbá tó ọ̀kàwé tó gboyè, ó wá lọ sí lóyìnbó ní àìní ọdún ọlọ ṣiṣẹ́. Ó wá dé okòó dé, ó wá lọ lu bàbá ẹ̀ ní gángan. Ó dá oko àgbàdo, ẹ̀gẹ́, iṣu, oríṣiríṣi nǹkan, soya beans. Ó dẹ̀ gba ọmọ wa ní gángan bẹ́ẹ̀ náà sí bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀tẹ́ tó ń bá ṣiṣẹ́. Fúlàní wá jẹ oko ẹ̀. Ó wá gbéra láti lọ bá àwọn Fúlàní sọ̀rọ̀, láti lọ bá Sẹ́ríkì Fúlàní pé ẹ wá wo ohun tí àwọn ọmọ yín ṣe lórí oko mi, kò ẹ kó rí báyìí lórí ilẹ̀ bàbá mi. Wọ́n dẹ̀ dé lókun bẹ́ẹ̀ náà, wọ́n dẹ̀ sábà àìmọye èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lè mú orúkọ wọn làwọn Fúlàní gbé lórí tó pa wọ́n. Wọ́n jí àwọn kan gbé, ẹni tó bá gbowó tó kéré lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ wọ́n gba 7 million, wọ́n gba 10 million, wọ́n gba 11 million lórí ilẹ̀ bàbá wa. Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn dùn mí, ó bà mí lọ́kàn jẹ́ gan. Pé tá a bá torí pé tó Ọlọ́run gbà bá wa, àwa ará àwọn ọmọ tí tẹ̀lé wa tó ń ṣààbò fún wa, àwọn tí ọ̀lẹ́ tí ó tẹ̀lé wọn kọ́, ìdí nìyí tó mú mi lọ síbẹ̀ yìí. Ìgbà tí mo dẹ̀ débẹ̀, ohun tí mo lọ fún ni pé láti lọ bá pé sógun tí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí lórí ilẹ̀ wa sọ́dá. Ẹ ti ń gbé pẹ̀lú wa, àdèfàyè gbà yín, àbáyíjà, àṣekẹjọ jàmbá fún yín. Ọ̀rọ̀ ni mò ń bá Sẹ́ríkì sọ̀rọ̀ làwọn ọmọ rẹ̀ yóò pọ̀ sí mi. Mo gba ìbọn yẹn lọ́wọ́ ìkan yọ àké àgbà, ìkejì tún yọ ìbọn mi. Ìyẹn ti ẹ̀yìn ẹni bá wọnú fídíò yẹn tó ra fídíò wọn, ó yin ìbọn yẹn sí mi kí n tó lóbọn yẹn mọ́ lọ́wọ́. Ẹ bá gbé fídíò yẹn pé ìbọn bẹ́ẹ̀ sì dáhùn bẹ́ẹ̀, wọ́n yin ìbọn sí mi bẹ́ẹ̀ kí n tó bájà wá ẹ̀yìn pípò yìí, tí n bá bájà wá ẹ̀ ní dúró. Tẹ́ ẹ bá ti wá lè wá àtúnṣe sí ọ̀rọ̀ jíjígbé àti pípa àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n wa àtàwọn àǹtí wa, àwọn bọ̀dá wa àtàwọn ìyá mi àtàwọn bàbá mi tẹ̀ ẹ̀dínwó olùkọ́ mọ́ yìí o. Ó fẹ́ tàkẹ́ fúri lẹ̀ bàbá wa lẹ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń fà yìí sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀sìn kí sọ̀rọ̀ ọjà. Àwọn kan gbé wọn fẹ́ bá àwọn mùsùlùmí kílọ̀kàmí kan mùsùlùmí, kílọ̀kàmí kan kírísítẹ̀, kílọ̀kàmí kan. Gbogbo tá à ń fà yìí èmi ò nídìí kankan, àlàáfíà Yorùbá ni mò ń wá, mi fẹ́ kankan bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n dúnkòkò tọ́pọ̀ jù. Wọ́n dúnkòkò tọ́lọ́hùn. Táwọn tí ń dúnkòkò náà mọ̀ bá wọn dúnkòkò mọ́ mi. Ṣùgbọ́n ohun tí ẹ jẹ́ kí ẹrù bà mí ni pé ó ń bẹ nínú Bíbélì pé tí ẹ bá ń jà fún ẹ̀tọ́ ẹ̀ lórí nǹkan bàbá rẹ̀ tó bá kú síbẹ̀ kò sí nǹkan kan. Torí pé mo mọ̀ pé gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe yẹn fúngbà díẹ̀ ni. Wọ́n ń dúnkòkò àti bí ìjẹ́ ẹ̀rí tọ́rọ̀ ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ̀sìn ni wọ́n ti ń pè mí. Àwọn fẹ́ bá wọ́n máa arrest mi. Wọ́n ti ń sẹ́ni mẹ́sẹ̀jì oríṣiríṣi pé wọ́n fẹ́ wá gbé mi lé. Ẹ̀rù kankan sì bà mí. Gbogbo àwọn ọba tó wà bẹ̀ pátápátá inú wọn dùn. Wọ́n sì fọwọ́ sí pé ìyà tí ń jẹ àwọn etí tó àwọn òfin lórí ilẹ̀ bàbá wọn mọ́. Pépà ti tó àwọn tí wọ́n ń pa iná làwọn jọba lé lórí. Tí fídíò sì wà. Àwọn ọba gan ni wọ́n rìn pè mí pé ìyà tí ń jẹ àwọn yìí ti tó. Àwọn tí wọ́n ń pa àwọn ọmọ àwọn tó ń pa yìí lọ́jọ́ ọ̀la àwọn náà làwọn sì jọba lé lórí. Ó ti tó bẹ́ẹ̀. Kò sí àgbààgbà Yorùbá tí inú rẹ̀ ò dùn sí pé kò sínú àgbà ẹ̀rù ń bà wọ́n náà ni, ẹ̀rù ń bà wọ́n bàbá wa ni. Inú tí wọ́n ní òdùn bí wọ́n ṣe ń pa wọ́n bí Fúlàní ṣe ń jí wọn pé tó ń gbowó lálá lọ́wọ́ inú wọn ò dùn. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀rù ń bà wọ́n kọ́ bà wọ́n yọ wọ́n nípò bí tí wọ́n wà. Sẹ́wọ̀n wípé nígbà tí wọ́n ń jí àwọn aráàlú gẹ̀gẹ̀ gbé tí wọ́n ń pa wọ́n. Tẹ́lẹ̀ kankan sọ̀rọ̀ ń bọ̀ ya wọ́n lọ jí ọmọ ọba gẹ̀gẹ̀ gbé. Ọmọ ọba tí ń bẹ lórí yẹn gẹ̀gẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ wọ́n jí ọmọ bàbá gẹ̀gẹ̀ gbé fúnra ẹ̀ tó fọ́kọ́ díẹ̀ bí wọ́n sì gba 4 million lọ́wọ́ bàbá fún tó gbọ́ ọmọ bàbá fún bàbá àwọn Fúlàní. Torí pé ń bọ̀ ọba yá àyè ti gba àwọn Fúlàní ìdẹ́bi pé wọ́n wá gbé ọba fún ẹ̀ nú ààfin wọ́n ní kọ́ lọ kí wọ́n aráàlú lọ dáwọ́jọ àwa Yorùbá sì sùn a sì dákẹ́ a sì sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn bàbá wa dẹ̀ dákẹ́.
Okay, good morning and welcome to our transmission. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI, Koikimedia, bringing the world closer to your doorstep as we Trump injured in shooting in Pennsylvania. Wow, it looks like it's going hot already in America. Let me pick that news. Thank you so much. There's some breaking news coming from the US from some of our correspondents. We have a lot of correspondents. I just woke up, so let me see what is going on in America. It looks like some kind of news is breaking in America. Trump, let's check on that. What is happening? Trump rally shooting gunman and audience member dead. What? Blind me, this is just going down. Trump says bullet pierced upper part of the right ear in the rally shooting. Biden says everybody must condemn political violence. Trump rushed off the stage, bloody after multiple gunshot heard at the Pennsylvania rally. So this is a breaking news. A shooter has opened a fire on the Trump from a rooftop. Wow, that's like a sniper with an AR-style rifle. According to the ABC News report, that the person who opened the fire on Donald Trump's rally, killing one and injuring two in what law enforcement officials reportedly believe was an assassination attempt, was pierced on a rooftop and the use of an AR-style rifle. The shooter at the Trump rally fired as many as 8 rounds from an AR-style rifle while peace on a rooftop adjacent to the venue. Law enforcement sources told the ABC News the shooter was 200 to 300 yards away at the time of the gunfire. This is the latest development that is happening right at the rally. Thanks so much, Mr. Warish Jinadu, for giving us that update on the Koikimedia. Republican accused Biden of instigating shooting at the Trump rally. Let us remember that there is an election coming up in America within the next couple of months. November precisely, America should be expecting an election. And there's a lot happening there. Let's see if we can give you some kind of audio. Not too sure. It looks like we're having technical with my... All right, let's see what can happen. All right, not too sure what is going on with my... But right now, there's this news is still breaking. It's a breaking news. Sky News, ABC, BBC, The Telegraph, The Guardian, The Daily Mail, Koikimedia. We're all breaking the news right now. So as we speak to you, Trump rally shooting, one is dead, multiple injured. Donald Trump was giving a speech in Pennsylvania when he appeared to fall to the ground, clutching his ear, at which point he was surrounded by armed security. So it looks like the election in America would be something that we will have to look to because it's going to go down. Already there's a lot of prophecy on America election. There's a lot of analysis about the ongoing situation in America regarding all these. So right now, that is the news that is breaking. It is still breaking. I can tell you that. Well, we'll give you some audio visual in just about a few minutes. We're also live here on Koikimedia. I just woke up after a very long program yesterday. And let me first appreciate my wife and my children for the opportunity, because without them, it would be very difficult to run the show. So, mo kí gbogbo wa pé ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ìkànnì wa tí a pè ní Koikimedia. So, mo kí wa pé good morning and welcome. It is Yoruba Nation. It is self-determination. Don't come and tell us about how we're going to fix Nigeria because we want to be united. We are not going to be united. So that word unification is not on this desk. If you want one Nigeria, you can go and join Showore. You can go and enjoy Atiku or the criminal Bola Tinubu, a drug lord that money of the drugs was going into his account, or Atiku that stole half of Apapa, or you can go and enjoy the criminal Peter Obi that is using his deceit. He will never be the president of Nigeria. So if you're one of Peter Obi, he will never be the president of Nigeria. Inshallah, Nigeria would have broken to pieces and Peter Obi can go back to Biafra land. If they accept him, let him go and contest there. Let me see if I can get a visual of the Trump before we move into our program. Thanks so much for the update. Like I said, that is how news has to be done. As much as Koikimedia is 24 hours, it brings the news around the world. Let's give you some of the visual as we have it here. And let's allow the advert to go. We're going to connect with some of the platform that we are going to join. So let's see what we're hearing as it looks like it's going down in America. So this is ABC News that we are connecting with. Right now, 166,000 people are watching it. Compared to Koikimedia, only less people watch us because they are still thinking maybe you are broadcasting from your house, not from the studio. You are waiting for somebody to come and be doing Yoruba Nation on the Sky News or BBC.
In the front row, and President Trump had just announced me and said he was going to have me come up on the stage, and said, "Well, wait a minute." And then there were a number of shots. I think probably 7 or 8 shots. It wasn't clear whether they would come from one place or 2 places. At least I couldn't tell. And immediately there was a swarm of Secret Service officers that got on top of and knocked down President Trump and got on top of him. And then he stood back up, and you sort of saw this fist come out, sort of defiant that it looked like he was okay, but I you couldn't tell for sure. It looked like there was some blood, but it wasn't obvious. And then the entire crowd went to the ground because we weren't sure whether the shots were done. And then unfortunately, over my shoulder, someone had clearly been hit. I was on the ground, and up in the bleachers, probably 3 or 4 bleachers up behind me. It looked like there was a man who was severely injured. There was a lot of blood, and his people around him were trying to administer first aid. And then the police, some police officers came in and carried him out, and presumably took him to get first aid. That's really all I could see. I don't know if there were other people injured, and I don't know if there was anybody apprehended, because as you might imagine, once that happened, the crowd was very chaotic, and it was very hard to know what was going on. And we're still there at the rally, just sitting trying to get out because the traffic is so backed up.
And Dave, your account seems to confirm some of this reporting that we're getting about a shooter and potential bystanders who were hurt. Just talk more about your initial reaction. I mean, seeing this, you're running for Senate in the state of Pennsylvania. You're about to walk up on the stage. You're getting introduced by the former president, and then you hear these shots ring out and the chaos in the crowd. What was going through your mind in that moment?
Well, it takes a minute to process. People started to panic all around. You could feel, people were very scared, and so, everybody just dropped to the ground. And it felt very obvious that the president was under assault, and very much at risk. And it wasn't clear that he was okay to begin with. And then, once it started to sink in, you're thinking, are there still shooters out there? Are they going to target other people? And, it's just like these, situations. I was in the military previously. You realize over time that the facts start to come together. So you got to be careful not to draw too many conclusions early on. But I think what we all felt was a sense of, oh my Lord, everybody's in danger because there's clearly a shooter, at least one shooter in the crowd, and maybe more. And, really, I think scary for everybody who was there. And shocking, even more than scary, just shocking.
Well, the world itself is getting very hot. The election in America is going to be extremely hot. I can tell you that because for some of us that have been following the election campaign, And regardless of wherever you believe in, whether it's Republican or Democrat, the NATO just had their engagement in America not too long. So it seems that there's quite a lot of things that is, going wrong right now in America. So we can only pray for, peace to reign in that part of the world, because right now there's going to be more tension in America. So that is on that. Let's come back to our transmission here. Wọ́n náà yìnbọn ní ibi tí Trump ti ń ṣe campaign. Ìbọn bá létí èèyàn kan ti kú. So just some few minutes ago. So looks like so much is happening. There's a lot happening around the world. And mo kí wa pé ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ìkànnì wa tí a pè ní Koikimedia, where we discuss and we review and we ask questions surrounding the creation of a country that was never a country. Don't pè ní zoo. Some of you don't like when we say Nigeria is a zoo. Hey, yeah, shut up. You are born in the zoo. I mean, there was a Yoruba man that posted, they'll come under your comment. This Koiki, I will tell you what he said in a minute. But before that, let's go straight. Moki Mubwakwe, good morning. I will appreciate us as we go into the program. Moki Oloyegbowo, I was having discussion with him yesterday. As usual, he sent his greetings to every one of us. Because I give Chief Okam as well, just letting him know 20 past. Sorry, already 2 times. I'm going to come back in a minute. So I need to give him some of the security as it's happening. So listen to this while we'll come back in a minute.
I will recruit more soldiers, more police. But don't take anybody to where they don't. Yeah, the language. They should legalize the Hausa language for now. All the languages in school, they should be teaching all Nigerians. We've wasted a lot of souls in the north, in the place we wanted to keep Nigeria one. Then we should let Nigeria know who bind us together. Is it God or Mugabe? What bind us together when there's no peace, when there's no love, when there's... Can you marry a woman who has TB and has AIDS together? No. 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 And look at... Nigeria ti expire ní 2014. Ẹ̀jáwọ́ nínú ẹ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ ká pín kólókòlùkù máa lọ. Káwa Yorùbá ká lọ bójú tó ọ̀rọ̀ ara wa. A ní ìdìbò kí láti lò. A ní lo tablet àgbòdání àti èsì ńláńlá bí ayélujára bí lẹ́ràn bí àwùsàtálíà bí àwọn ọkọ̀ tá ní ìdì nìyẹn sílẹ̀ Yorùbá. A ní ìgbà tí wọ́n kó wa lẹ́rú tó kún bẹ́ẹ̀lẹ̀ níbi Second World War. Ẹ̀mọ̀kan tó mú ìdí ẹ̀sìn rí. Wọ́n yìnbọn sí Yorùbá kò rán, wọ́n ṣe alága kò rán, wọ́n ṣe lábẹ́ kò rán, wọ́n ṣe ẹ̀wọ́n tó tó máa tẹ̀ jáde. Ní ọ̀rùn ìwọlé lẹ́yìn, kí máa máa lọ bí bá wọn lọ́rẹ̀ ẹ̀sìn, agbéwọlé wọn lọ́wọ́, ìyẹn ní Kìrìsìtẹ́nì. Ẹ wo wèrè ìwàṣà, ẹ wo wèrè, nígbà tó wá yá, wọ́n tó wá kọ̀ọ̀gùn jáde, àwọn Abẹ́òkúta, àwọn olómìnira àwọn British lọ. Wọ́n gbógun sórí iṣẹ́, wọ́n gbógun sínú padà, wọ́n gbógun sínú oúnjẹ wọn, wọ́n ti bá dé, wọ́n pè ní fúnra Abẹ́òkúta, ó padà délé Òṣogbo. Ẹ wo wèrè. Wọ́n pa Abíọ́lá, wọ́n gbéjọba mọ́sọ́mẹ́ náà, ṣé sọ́mẹ́ náà fi ṣe wèrè? Wọ́n pa Abíọ́lá, wọ́n ní kájọ́ Ọbásanjọ́ kúkú àtọ̀túnbọ̀ ọjọ́ mẹ́jọ, tí ó bá jẹ́ kìtẹ̀ mọ́ àlè tó yẹ kó gbà. nítorí ayé wèrè nítorí ayé wèrè nítorí ayé wèrè
mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí and welcome to the program. Too many people will come into your DM. Torowo, Fualowo, Eshanoa, no. Sorry. That's the problem with Nigeria right now. Everybody today only bara. It's a madness country. But if you think that you are in need of something, Ashake Etisun, Yami, Shake TV show. So, there Etigbo, ní America, wọ́n ti yìnbọn sí Trump, èèyàn kan ti kú, and Trump himself was injured. So that's the breaking news right now coming from America. So, on yìnbọn sí Trump. Trump says the bullet pierced part of the right ear. It's here, ti ọ̀tún, ó ní nǹkan kan gbabẹ̀ kọjá. So it looks like it's really going down in America. So let's come back here. We'll be monitoring that, and I'll be giving you breaking news ní America. Bye. Níbi tó ti ń ṣe campaign ní Pennsylvania, èèyàn kan ti kú o, ẹ̀mí ti bọ́lẹ̀ báyìí o. So kọ́lọ́n kó ṣàánú ní America. It's a very situation. Ó ti dojú ẹ̀ báyìí ọlọ́ọ̀. You know, any Julius Mokinyi, Yami, thank you on the Rocky Milenko. I'm pé beauty, ẹ̀ka ọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ mi. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí pé welcome. Iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wa, forílẹ̀ ibi wa, kàgbéga, falérí. Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé bá ti bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́. Ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká jọlá, ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira, ní kẹ́jẹ́ ká máa lépa, tẹ̀síwájú, fọ̀pọ̀ ire, àtòhun tó dára, ọmọ Oòduà dìde, bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ, ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Whoever tó bá yìnbọn yẹn sí Trump, the intention was to kill him. Ṣé rí pé àwọn tó wọlé, Ifá gbé mi lékè, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹlí mọ́mọ́. Àwa ti dé, iṣẹ́ Yorùbá nation ti yá nìyẹn, àwọn níbi táwa ń lọ. And iṣẹ́ méjì, iṣẹ́ kan tá a gbà náà lélẹ̀, ká máa polongo Yorùbá nation fáwọn èèyàn. If you're joining us, the breaking news coming from Pennsylvania in America is coming that Donald Trump, the presidential candidate for the Republican, was shot from a rooftop. He survived. One person is dead, according to the report coming from Pennsylvania. We are monitoring the news there, and I'll be telling you more from what we know. All the news network, including Koikimedia, has picked up the news. Witness says he saw the gunman on the roof near the Trump rally. You might probably think maybe he's one of the Secret Service, but it doesn't look like that. It looks like this was an individual that had a motive, láti fẹ́ yìnbọn pa Trump. A man with a rifle was seen on the rooftop minutes before the shots were fired at Donald Trump. And as we all know, in America, everybody seems to have a weapon that they carry, and that means that you know, sometimes the chances of being shot by somebody carrying a weapon in America is highly likely. I think to myself, why is Trump still speaking while they have not pulled him off the stage? The next thing is, you know, fire shot ring out. The former president was swarmed by the Secret Service agent, as we know that Donald Trump is still having security around him as a former president, even though the way these things goes, one person is dead as I speak to you right now, and I'm giving you the news. It's just breaking less than half an hour ago. Greg was listening from outside the rally, saw and said he saw the gunman around 5 minutes into Trump's speech. We noticed the guy bare crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away, he said. He had a rifle. We could clearly see the rifle. Just start thinking about all this and how the Fulani terrorists invaded Igboho's house with multiple guns. Just be looking at that picture. Igboho might not be the president, but it was a very, very important person for the Yoruba people, and Buhari and Yemi Osinbajo and some of those that wanted him dead. Why? Because Igboho was saying that the lives of my people is in danger, and he cannot sit back while his people are being killed by one particular ethnic group called the Fulanis. So, yes, Trump might be important people for America, just as Igboho is an important person for Awamo Yoruba. Keke Okozmoki, Mr. SK Aremu Aziz, a good morning to you. If you're new to the platform and you're not getting notification, Moki Okwe, good morning. Just follow all my platforms so that when we go live, you will pick up the notification. 500,000 followers on Facebook, but we are being restricted because the message that we are delivering on a daily basis, because we are fighting multiple wars. Mr. Olufemi Adewumi, good morning to you as well. So, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ bá ṣe darapọ̀ mọ́ wa or tẹ́tí darapọ̀ mọ́ wa rí tí ẹ pé tá bá go live and read notification wa Àdìsá Ṣóyọ́bọ̀ mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ń bẹ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹ má wòra yín gẹ́gẹ́ bí kí ló dé tí ayé wa ṣe wá rí báyìí. In tó lóye ń jà fún náà ni pé kí ayé wa lè dá. I just spoke to him when I went just about a few minutes, just to give the latest updates as it's happening, because I do that frequently. Oloye also wanted the same thing for us, but the next thing is on the 1st of July, July Lashiwa, which is a very, very important month for our Yoruba. We continue to give thanks. Mokia Tokyo _778. Igboho, Mr. Okay, why is my TV don't show Ojumi to freeze? Mr. Omitola Kende, good morning. And thank you so much for joining us. Igboho Jade, only, I think my headline will be Trump attack. Okay, Igboho Jade, only the killings of my people should not be accepted. Moki Princess Abeke, Moki Atengboa and Baba Tengboa. And the only thing you can do for us to support us financially. Media is all about money. I will continue to tell it to you all. You might be fed up with me saying it, but Owo Lafinche media, not paper. I am not a blogger. I keep saying that. I want to say blogging is a good job. That's what I prefer to do. The blog news, our blog news, our reporting news in it. We report the news. We are not blogging the news. So when we are here, we really mean it when we say financial support. Financial. Kò ń ṣe pé mò ń gbádùn Koiki náà. Ìgbádùn Koiki tẹ́ ń gbádùn yẹn ni pé kẹ́ support financially so that Koiki lè project more, because iṣẹ́ tẹ́ gbé fún Koiki òun ni kó campaign fún Yorùbá nation. And we are doing our best online, but we are not doing our best offline. And everybody knows that. ẹ má jẹ́ káwọn bàbá kan sọ fún yín pé kẹ́ má dáwó sí mẹ́wàá ọ̀ràn míyàn. It is the responsibility of us all láti máa dáwó yẹn every month. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ń lé wọ́n ní 10 naira. Please don't tell me you are so poor or 10 naira. You're buying data of 500 naira. So 10 naira should not be a big money. Àwa tá wà nílùú òyìnbó, $10 should not be a big money. I know it is just about $120 in a year. We're not expecting you to pay everything in one go. Abroad lawa, amoboshin law, £10, Canadian dollar, $10. In African countries, even if you're in Libya, abroad, they expect us to go on the website, don't pay ysdm.org. Ibelawatima make a payment tiwa so that while they generate a receipt for you go on the YSDM website, which I'm doing right now. We go on the YSDM website. So LOC www.ysdm as in Y, big at in your call yam, S, big at in your call sugar, D, then to lorry doctor, M, big at in your fairy mother, marrying YSDM, Y, S, D, M. Ẹ wá fi .org sí. Tẹ́ bá ti débẹ̀, ó wà very straightforward. Ẹ má yẹ kí Dúpọ̀ Onítìrò lórí burúkú tó sọ pé kó má dáwó. Eventually we saw what happened. Ó ní kó má dáwó sọ́dọ̀ Ìjìnlẹ̀. Gbogbo àdẹ̀là rí nǹkan tó fowó yẹn rà. Wọ́n ra military gear tó fi jà. Wọ́n ra ìbọn. Ìjìnlẹ̀ ní kó ra ìbọn tó fi invade the secretariat. Somebody just give us his first super chat. So let's celebrate the first super chat. Bàbá wa Ìbùkún Olúwa Olúgunwà. Wọ́n ní Koiki iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe mo dúpẹ́ fún ẹ. Èmi ò lè ṣe kò ń ṣe gbogbo yín lẹ lè ṣe iṣẹ́ tá à ń ṣe yìí. Iṣẹ́ ayé la gbé dání bẹ́ẹ̀ bá mọ̀. Gbogbo àwa tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ kò ń ṣe mi nìkan, iṣẹ́ ayé ni. Torí iṣẹ́ kan wà táwọn kan wà tí àwọn náà lè ṣe táwa náà lè ṣe. Bọ̀ ilé tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ síta yìí pé a fẹ́ gbára wálẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ayé ni. Kò ń ṣe Nàìjíríà nìkan la fẹ́ gbára wálẹ̀, àwọn tó ń sọ́ọ̀kì Nàìjíríà pọ̀. So òyìnbó ń ṣoògùn. Tẹ́yìn ò bá mọ̀, Ọlọ́run ló ní ká láwọn màmá wa tó wà nílé tẹ́ pé ajagun fàdúrà làwọn náà. Bẹ́yìn náà ṣe ń ran wá, àwọn náà ń ti padà. So ẹ máa bá ń ṣàdúrà fún ìdílé wa pé tó bá ń sà, tó bá ń jù kó má kàn wá. Because tó bá ti kàn wá, á jẹ́ pé iṣẹ́ tá gbé dání kò ní ṣeé ṣe. Àdúrà tí wọ́n ní pé ká wà lórí ìdìbòlẹ̀ àsàn ká má lè dìde kó gbọ́hùn yẹn sílẹ̀ so that kí wọ tí ó tẹ́ mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ pé Yorùbá nation lọ́nà àbáyọ tó bá kúkú rí wa fún bí ọdún kan ní mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ó máa padà dalẹ̀ náà ni. Èmi nǹkan tẹ́ fẹ́ nǹkan tẹ́ àdúrà kan tẹ́yìn kan gbà nìyẹn pé ká dalẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ ti kọjá stage yẹn. 2015 wọ́n bẹ̀ mí pé má máa bú APC mọ́. Gbogbo yóò mọ̀ mí nígbà yẹn. Olóyè ló wá jẹ́ kẹ́ mọ̀ mí. Àti wà ń gbòòrò náà tẹ́lẹ̀ o, bọ̀ olóyè ló tún wá jẹ́ kẹ́ mọ̀ mí. Torí pé ńgbà tó ní èmi ni máa jẹ́ agbẹnusọ òun, èmi dẹ̀ sì lágbẹnusọ ẹ̀. Tí mo bá dẹ̀ jáde pé olóyè sọ báyìí, in tó bá wọn anybody ni kó sọ. Èmi ni mo ní authority láti confirm ẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá lọ bá olóyè, á ní kẹ́ padà lọ bá mi náà ni. Mo wá rí pé àwọn kan mo kíyà tó bí mi lọ́mọ. Mo wá rí pé àwọn kan wọ́n gbé image kan jáde. Wọ́n gbé flag Nàìjíríà, 4th celebration kan. Wọ́n wá ní guest Olóyè Ìgbòho. Definitely bí ìwọ gan bá tẹ̀ gọ̀ sórí orúkọ tó ń tajà nísìn ní gbogbo àgbáyé ní Africa ní the world. Ṣáà bí olóyè sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe. So Olóyè is not involved in any celebration of independence. Easy. That particular information is coming from àwọn ọ̀tàlẹ̀ Yorùbá. So what they will be doing right now, Sherry Tinubu, bàbá criminal gidi ni bàbá yẹn. So they will be pushing out certain things that some of you will start saying, èwo tún lolóyè tún ṣe pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ Nigeria independent, kò ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú independent Nigeria. That is what they are doing. Wọ́n ní Tinubu mọ̀ nípa ká da ẹgbẹ́ rú, ká dáwọ́ rú. Ó mọ̀ pa ẹ̀. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti gbówó síta nísìn. Àwọn ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ campaign 2027 náà. Pẹ̀lú owó ni. So when that Omiyo send information sí mi lánàá, mo wá wò bàbá send ẹ̀ sí bá mi, wá pè mí pé coordinator owó tún láwọn ilé báyìí, mo ní bá mi orúkọ yín ló ń tajà ní gbogbo àgbáyé, ìwọ ṣáà ti headline ẹ̀ ìwọ ṣáà kọ Olóyè Ìgbòho àti Fúlàní, wàá rí pé àwọn èèyàn clickbait wọ́n máa lọ́bẹ̀ ni. Olóyè Ìgbòho àti Gani Adams wọ́n gbọ́wọ́ lé ní orúkọ tó ń tajà ni. Àwa dúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run pé ó bá wa lọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀mí ẹ̀. Bó ṣe yìnbọn fún Trump ní àná, èmi láwa wà, àwọn sì wà lánàá, àwọn sì wà ní on the 13th l'Amẹ́ríkà wà báyìí, ọ̀ tí wà ní midnight ní Pennsylvania. Ìbọn bá etí Donald Trump o, bí wọ́n ṣe ń kú nìyẹn. Torí bulletproof ò sí létí, bó bá tẹ̀wọ́ bulletproof sáyà ṣó wọ́ sétí. Kẹwàá máa imagine nígbà táwọn Fúlàní dé, inú ọmọ Yorùbá wá ń dùn pé wọ́n wọlé wọ́n fi pa Olóyè Ìgbòho torí ó ń jà. Ṣé nísìn tó lóyè ti wà ní Benin nísìn tó ń jayé ẹ̀, ó wà nílùú, ó wà pẹ̀lú àwọn ìyàwó àtàwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ ní Germany báyìí nísìn. Ó fẹ́ mọ ibi tó wà, ó wà lọ́dọ̀ mi ní London, ó wà l'Amẹ́ríkà. Ibi tó bá wọn ló wà, èèyàn ní láti máa béèrè ibi tó wà. Tèmi bá ti sọ fún yín pé àlàáfíà lolóyè wà, ìtẹ̀ní má dẹ̀ wá béèrè nọ́mbà olóyè, mo ní fún yín. Kò ń ṣe pé èèyàn la máa gbé nọ́mbà olóyè fún. Ṣé mo ní nọ́mbà Donald Trump? Tẹ̀lé náà ní Koiki, mo fi bọ́ lóyè, kí lẹ fi bọ́ lóyè, ìtẹ̀ bá fi bọ́ lóyè sọ ni kẹ́ sọ fún. Tẹ́ bá ti lè sọ fún mi ìtẹ̀ fi bá sọ ẹ ríran sọ lóyè ni, ẹ pass message sí mi. Kò sí nǹkan tẹ́ fi sọ fún lóyè tètè mi ò lè gbọ́. In tó bá ti mú olóyè sọ fún bàbá wa, ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ò kì í kú, ọwọ́ ajá ni. Di Aláàfin of Ọ̀yọ́, ìjókòó lolóyè sọ fún pé tó o bá ti lè sọ ohun tó fẹ́ sọ fún mi pẹ̀lú coordinator mi, ó já máa lọ́lé. Ọba ní tó bá ti sọ pé èèyàn ẹni Koiki, ọba ní Koiki èèyàn nìwọ náà. Mo ní bàbá kí la máa ṣe sí, ká dúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run náà ni. Gbogbo tó wá jọ sọ àti respond, èmi náà wà lórí ìjókòó. It's not for public consumption. Máa ronú sí nǹkan tó bá sọ. But ọba ní mọ̀jàmọ̀sá la fi máa kíkanjú. Wọ́n ní àwọn alálẹ̀lẹ̀ Yorùbá ò ní jẹ́ kó rí yín mú, but ẹ̀yin náà má jẹ́ kó rí yín mú. So ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbàdúrà Koiki, you run away. No, màá dúró. Kí n dúró kó mú wa mọ́lẹ̀. Ṣé tó bá mú mi mọ́lẹ̀ bí Nnamdi Kanu, ṣé ẹ máa rí mi gbọ́ báyìí? Ẹ̀rí tí Simon Ekpa tó ń fún wọn ní wòtòwòtò. Àfojú ìjọba wọn máa bo in tó ń bọ̀. Simon Ekpa àfojú ìjọba wọn máa bo. So ká padà sórí YSDM, owó la fi ń ṣẹgbẹ́. Gbogbo yín lẹ ń ṣe àsàlátù, gbogbo yín lẹ ń ṣe church service. Ìyàwó ọ̀rẹ́ mi wá lánàá, wọ́n gbé pọ́ọ̀tì, mo ní nǹkan kan fẹ́ lọ ní ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì dé ní àbí oníbẹ̀ ní sáà. Wọ́n máa gbàdúrà fáwa náà. Kò sí ibi tíyàn wà, there is nowhere you will be that you will not spend money. So why then are we talking about Yoruba nation and people will think that it doesn't need money? So how is it going to function? It's going to need money. And I am not talking about those that are just watching the program. Even if you are watching, you doesn't believe in, we love what you are doing. They are paying me. Not because I talk about them, it's because warrior titoni kontagbedani. So the Biafra Clement, he works hard to pay me, even though he's paying his dues with the Biafra government. So mo de dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo tí dáwọ́rú, because àwọn kan wà lórí platform tiwa, èyí tá bá dẹ̀ ti sọ àwa ti move on. And I said, nobody, and I repeat it again, program tí mo ṣe lánàá, I don't need any call. I don't need any advice from anybody. Keep it to yourself. In táwa máa sọ lórí àti sọ àti move on. It is just for record purpose. So go to the YSDM, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà abroad. It's easy for you, but ẹ̀yin grandma tẹ́ mọ́wọ́ internet, tẹ́ bá fẹ́ ṣe sí náírà, ẹ kàn sí wa. Tẹ́ bá ti béèrè account number lọ́wọ́ any one of us, including me, tẹ́ bá ti rí orúkọ mi pé Koiki send ọ̀ràn mi yàn tó ń sọ pé account tèmi lẹ́ni kí n send wá, tí mo wá send account tèmi sí olè nìyẹn, ó ti do èèyàn ti ń dáwọ́rú nìyẹn. It has to be the ọ̀ràn mi yàn account, the naira account. Àwọn ìtì gba country o, àwa ṣì ń ná náírà o. Dúpọ̀ Onítìrí ló gba country tó ṣì ń ná náírà. Can you imagine that? How can you have your own country? Ẹ̀dẹ̀ ṣe ná náírà. Ṣe rí pé orí wọn ò pé, làákàyè wọn ó kù díẹ̀ káàtó. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́jọ́ ń tẹ̀lé mi tẹ́wà l'Amẹ́ríkà, làákàyè yín mo wá rí pé ó yẹ kíyàn drop it down. Koiki ò bá dẹ̀ tẹ̀lé Dúpẹ́ o. Òtítọ́ wà ní nǹkan tó gbé dání o. So country tó gbà yẹn nísìn, wọ́n ná náírà nínú country wọn. Ìjọba Nàìjíríà ló ṣì ń run ní operation. Òyìnbó tẹ̀ ní ìjìnlẹ̀ máa ń lò náà kátàkátà. Kí ló máa ń sọ náà ní wọ́n invade ilẹ̀ àwọn ọ̀dẹ̀, òmùgọ̀, àdàgbàdànù. O rò pé wọ́n máa fún ẹ ní visa Amẹ́ríkà láti Turkey ni. Ó máa padà lọ sí Nàìjíríà ní lọ apply. Kódà bó apply fún political asylum ní Turkey, wọn ò ní fún ẹ ní visa Amẹ́ríkà. Ìlú tí mo mọ̀ dáadáa ní Turkey, ìyẹn kọ̀ọ̀kan lè pín tán ẹ fún mi. It doesn't work like that. Kí máa jà ní bíbá gan, kí máa níwèé, kí wọ́n sọ fún UK pé mo fẹ́ cross America. They're not going to let you go. So bóhun ìjìnlẹ̀ kó sọ pé gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì Nàìjíríà fẹ́ pa òun, wọ́n kàn máa fún ní protection nínú Turkey ni, wọn ò ní jẹ́ kó cross lọ sí America láti gba country. And I pity Yoruba people. Ẹ̀yin wà nílé, àwọn kan wà ní ìta, wọn náà wọn ti gba country. They believe that nonsense. Tó bá dẹ̀ jí láàárọ̀ la nísìn, ládùúgbò ẹ̀ báǹkì tó ṣì wà níta, ó sọ pé First Bank Nigeria. How did we get to where the level of Yoruba, ká tẹ̀ sọ pé ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé, bí a ìdùnnú pé country yẹn ó ń gùn wá, bó ṣe ń gùn ẹ̀yin ló ń gùn èmi náà. Bí country yẹn ṣe ń gùn mí pé kó délé ní pẹ̀lú ẹ̀yin náà, but ẹ máa understand pé kò sí kankan tó ń pè ní dry nation yín. Òun kan náà ló pè ní òmìnira 2022. Multiple 419 ní Dúpọ̀ Onítìrí. Ká wá sọ pé ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ń lé, ẹ̀yin ò tẹ̀lé làákàyè because ẹ̀yin ò mọ bó ṣe ń lọ. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà níta, ẹ wà l'Amẹ́ríkà àbí ẹ wà ní Europe. So lójú yín nísìn, Dúpẹ́ ti gba country fún yín. Ẹ wo Daddy Sam, bàbá yẹn investment tó ti ná sínú Yorùbá nation, òun ló lọ náà kan yẹn. Ó wá lọ dúró síwájú United Nations building tẹ́ pé anybody ló ń yá àti wèrè àtàsínwé ló ń wọ́n já síwájú Yorùbá United Nations building. Wèrè àtàsínwé ló ń lọ́bẹ̀. Àwọn tó ti mu drug náà lè dúró síwájú ibẹ̀ kó ya picture. Àwọn náà ti gba country. Daddy Sam yẹn ó ti gbé ní London rí o, bàbá yẹn. Ó ti náwó ti nára. Òun ló ní kùn tẹ gbogbo rally tá a ṣe ní Amẹ́ríkà ló lọ. Ìgbà tó ti pè mí tí mo ti rí pé bàbá yìí tó ìjọ kan tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀, ní àrí pé ó ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ Ìgbòho, pé ṣé bàbá yìí náà ti lọ ni, àṣé ó ti lọ lóòótọ́. Ó wá ń fẹ́ wáìnì mi, pé bẹ́ẹ̀ yìí náà ṣe máa wá nìyẹn, ẹ máa wá ní méjì mẹ́ta, ẹ rò pé ó dẹ̀lé mi bí ìṣe gbogbo yín ni. Koiki Ìgbòho, mo ṣáà pé bó ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé Daddy Sam, ẹ̀yin náà ti dáwọ́ rú. Some of them are regretting it. Ibo ni kíní wà nísìn? Ìyàwó èrè tó ní òun ṣọ́yàn lẹ̀ ṣídìílẹ̀ tó fi ń ṣépè fún bàbá ẹ̀. Kí lorúkọ yẹn tẹ̀ ń jẹ́? tó wà ní Dublin ẹ fún mi lórúkọ ìyá àwọn ìyá òfò yẹn Ayọ̀ Brown one bastard òun ṣera òun sílẹ̀ ẹlẹ́ òun ṣépè fún bàbá òun tí Dúpẹ́ bá kinní kan ṣe òun máa kú ni gbogbo yín dẹ̀ máa kú dànù náà gbẹ̀yìn ni ẹ̀yin ọ̀dàlẹ̀ àti àbúrò ẹ̀ àtẹ̀dá àbúrò ẹ̀ mọ̀ Fúnkẹ́ Bello ìyẹn ló sọ fẹ́mi pé àwọn ohun gbogbo orúkọ wa lọ sọ́dọ̀ babaláwo kọ́ bá wọn wò ta ló ń ṣe Yorùbá nation gangan ta ló Koiki ìwọ claim a mọ̀ pé ìwọ dúró dáadáa bọ̀ ẹ má jẹ́ kẹ́tì ìgbà tí gbogbo àṣìwà ní díndín jàgbàjàgbà jọ̀gbọ̀jọ̀gbọ̀ so iṣẹ́ táwa gbé dání ó yàtọ̀ sí iṣẹ́ táwọn tó kù ń ṣe o we are fighting a war ogun làwa ń jà o náà kan máa sọ pé yẹn ọlọ́ọ̀nìjà ajagun àti gbogbo wa wà nínú ogun burúkú ọlọ́ọ̀nìjà ajagun màmá mi wà ń bíbẹ̀ lórí program she doesn't like me to say máa jagun bá inú ogun burúkú la wà á sínú ogun lè bí ń pa wá ẹ̀yin ò mọ̀ pé ebi ló fi ń pààyàn ni wàá kọ́kọ́ crumble economy yìí Tinubu tẹ̀ náà ti ní kọ́ open grain so ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní abroad tẹ́ get website YSDM yẹn láti sanwó bí ẹ fi ṣe ní náírà ni kò sí nǹkan tó bàjẹ́ ń bẹ̀ ẹ kàn sí wa but tẹ́ bá ti pe mídíà tó bá ti fún yín lákáǹtì tó yàtọ̀ sí tí ó sọ pé ọ̀ràn míyàn multi-purpose cooperative ẹ sọ fún ẹni mídíà yẹn pé jẹ́ n tún lọ bá mídíà míì it's not compulsory mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin yẹn wá o mo ní èmi ni last man standing èmi ni máa yọ Nàìjíríà kúrò lẹ́mìí gbogbo yín bọ̀bọ̀ tó bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ lórí Twitter space lánàá ọmọ data I'm sure he went home more happier than what he never knew. You want to defend Nigeria? You're a student. I just finished my degree. I know about Nigeria. What do you know about Nigeria? What do you know about Nigeria than Baba Akintoye? The man is 89 years old. 89. I know the history of Nigeria. I know the history about Nigeria. I know that it is the problem of Ojukwu and the problem of Azikiwe. It is even the problem of Babawolowo. He should have taken us out of Nigeria. No, it is the problem. Emamu, ẹ wá sọ di Fúnkẹ́ Akíndélé àti àwọn tó ń ṣe Yorùbá movie tẹ́ máa ń wò. Ẹ rò pé bí a movie là ń ṣe ni. Some of you think that we are operating a movie when we're talking about Yoruba nation. Baba Akintoye, 89 years old. Ó jáde. Ó ní look ẹ̀yin ọmọ mi. Tí a bá máa ṣoríire kò ṣe nu Nàìjíríà o. Mo ń wo Àfà Akeem. Ẹ ṣáà mọ Àfà Akeem. Ẹ mọ Àfà Akeem máa sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa mọ̀ ọ́ nísìn. Ẹ mọ̀ kan náà àwọn Yorùbá nation campaign wa tó máa ń lé láwàní tó tóbi dáadáa yẹn. Àwọn ló ń pè ní Àfà Akeem. I remember when I went home in 2021. True mi lọ fi wá sí ọ̀dọ̀ olóyè. Èèyàn dáadáa ni wọ́n. Wọ́n ní Koiki. Mo fi rólóyè. Mo ní olóyè òun ṣe tó ń sá fíníyàn kankan. Ìjọ tẹ̀yin bá ti ń bọ̀ látọ̀ṣun ẹ̀yàn ṣàṣọ fèmí èmi ti wà nínú ilé olóyè. Tẹ bá dé tàtọ̀ bá jẹ́ kẹ́ wọlé tẹ pè mí lọ́mọ àlè bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Èmi náà lo agbára díẹ̀ torí pé mo rí pé àwọn wèrè kan wà tó lóyè náà kó mọ́ra. Tọ́ ní Koiki ló ṣẹ̀dé látà abroad ló fi wá take over mo ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Gbogbo nonsense tẹ́ ń ṣe inú ilé yẹn mo ní gbà. O lè máa jẹun nínú ilé olówó kó ju dọ̀tí sílẹ̀ bomb bastard. Wọ́n ní respect fún ilé yẹn. Mo wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣe tí kò tẹ́ wọn lọ́rùn. Mo ní Yorùbá tí bá rẹ́ni tó bá jẹ sweet tó bá jù sílẹ̀ ẹ̀lẹ̀ ṣe lè dáàdì ẹ̀kọ́ rulé. Odindi chalet ó wá gbé kan sáàrin ẹ̀ ó tanná olóyè tanná fún more than straight tó bá tanná inú ilé ẹ̀ lálẹ́ iná yẹn máa reflect lọ sí gbogbo street 10. Òun ló ń sanwó iná yẹn òun ló ra bọ́ọ̀bù ṣé kò sí government. Àwọn kan wá ní wọ́n ti fún local government ní full autonomy we see whether it will work. Ẹ lọ gbọ́n nǹkan tí Ṣèyí Mákindé sọ. Ẹ ti mọ̀ pé most of them they are not interested for the development. Nígbà tí Àfà Akeem wá bàbá dáadáa ni bàbá yẹn. Wọ́n fi ṣàdáni gbogbo àwa mídíà rú nígbà tó dé stage kan. Àwọn máa ti wá àwọn kan nínú ilé olóyè wọn lọ máa ẹ rí pé Koiki girlfriend kan wà nílé pẹ̀lú ẹ̀, gbogbo owó tó ń sẹ́ndì ọdún ẹnìkan ló ń dé sí. Àwọn diaspora kan náà wá ọ̀nà Koiki ó dà pé wọn nìkan ní oúnjẹ láàbì. Àwọn kan tẹ̀ ń question pé mo lè jókòó sí Nàìjíríà báwo mo ṣe ń sanwó ilé mi. Inú 10 cent yẹn náà la fi ń san báwo ni kì í ṣe san tẹ́lẹ̀. Mo ń béèrè ni tí journalist bá lọ ṣiṣẹ́ lójú ogun ní Ukraine ṣé BBC ò ní sanwó fún? Báwo ló ṣe máa sanwó ilé ẹ̀? Bìkọ́ púpọ̀ nù wọn ò ní understand nǹkan tá gbé dání. Ẹlòmíì ọ̀fẹ́ nìkan tó ń ṣe fún wa. Wọ́n fi pé owó yẹn pọ̀. Olúkálùkù náà wá ń bá diaspora sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ ṣe máa bá wa náà sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ bá wa náà sọ̀rọ̀. Along the line gbogbo àmọ́ bó ṣe lọ. Mo ní èmi ni last man stand yìí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ọkùn sọlóye. Wọ́n tún ṣe meeting. Ṣàfihàn sílẹ̀. A padà sórí program. So bó ṣe yìnbọn fún Donald Trump lálẹ́ yìí lálẹ́ tọ̀dọ̀ tí wọn àwa ti wà láàárọ̀ aago 3 a ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ program mi. Tó bá fẹ́ lọ sùn má kàn wá lójú, ìwọ ni kó lọ sùn, àwọ̀ tí sùn. Yẹn kan má kàn wá lójú. Torí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation á máa gbọ́n lójú wa títí tá máa fi débi tá à ń lọ. Ọdún 3 ló kù ní, ọdún kan ló kù ní, oṣù 6 ló kù ní. Kọ́lọ́n má jẹ́ kó pẹ́ mọ́. Gbogbo táàrin wọn máa fi dàrú lọ́hùn ní kọ́lọ́n máa ṣe. Ahmed Lawan ní orí Tinubu ó pé ó ní kò ní dáa fún ẹ Tinubu. Ó ní ò jẹ́ kí àwọn náà dáná kọrọ oúnjẹ jẹ. Mo ní ìwà Ahmed Lawan. Fídíò yẹn wà ó tó jẹ́ 3 tí mo ti lo software ni. Gbàtẹ́ fún alówó ká fi ra machine gidi míì. So machine wọn dẹ̀ busy lẹ́nu ọjọ́ 3 yẹn la ṣe ń lo mobile phone tá fi ń ṣe broadcast. Kò ṣe pé a ní laptop tá lè fi ṣe but ó busy ni. Senator Indume whip ṣé whip kan ló ń pè ní house. Ó ní Tinubu ti tilẹ̀kùn kò jẹ́ káwọn rí wọn mọ́. Mo ní bó ṣe ń rí nìyẹn. Senator Indume says that Tinubu is not giving them the opportunity to ṣé wọn kí n bá lóye ní but you can see him. Ó ní no. He locked the door, he locked us up. Ó ní Tinubu nígbà tó wà ní Bodylawn òru báyìí láago 3 politician wọn kì í sùn time táwọn máa ń ṣe ìyẹn làwa náà gbọ́dọ̀ máa sùn. Òfin máa sùn láago 3 náà tá bá l'opportunity àti dìde ṣe program ká ṣe because this is the time táwọn olóṣèlú náà ń ṣe ìpàdé àwo wọn tó ń ṣe ìpàdé kan làwa náà ṣe ń bíbà ìpàdé wo là ń ṣe ọ̀nà bá ṣe máa kúrò. Mo kí bàbá mi Adéwálé Kẹ́hìndé ẹni tó bá kí mi èmi náà kí yín ẹ̀yin tẹ́ kí wa mo kí gbogbo yín náà. This is the time they are operating. Olóṣèlú kì í sùn. Ó wá ní when Tinubu was in Bodylawn his house is always busy. He's entertaining guests títí di 3 o'clock lóru. But now that Tinubu is in Abuja, the door is locked. No guest. Why? Tinubu títí kọ. Yẹn náà ṣe ní ó tilẹ̀kùn mọ́rí ó tilẹ̀kùn mọ́rí. Àbálọ̀ yẹn máa ń kọrin yẹn. Tinubu ti tilẹ̀kùn mọ́rí. Kò fún wọn láyè. Ìyá wa Táíwò Kíkẹ́ Fásánmi ẹ káàárọ̀ mọ́. Kẹ́hìndé wọn kọ́lọ́n bá wa foríjì kọ́lọ́n tẹ̀sáfẹ́fẹ́ rí. Nàìjíríà ló pa. Kò ń ṣe pé sister wa kò send owó sí Nàìjíríà pé kó fi tọ́jú twin sister wọn kó má bàa kú. Nàìjíríà ó padà pa náà ni. Mélòó ló ti pa? Mélòó la fi sọ? Ẹ jẹ́ n sáré ka ìkọ̀kan fún wa. Máa sọ pé dey play Koiki like Muslim àti rí pé àwọn post ó wà bias ó wà against a Muslim no problem. Police in Nigeria Ogun State discover shallow graves of kidnapper. Mo ń bọ̀ wá ka story yẹn. Mo ní Ogun State pẹ̀lẹ́ mi ti wá ritualist ibẹ̀ ló pọ̀ sí jù lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí. Máa sọ pé dèdè wọ́n fi ẹṣẹ́ ṣó lọ nìyẹn. Wọ́n fi ẹgbọ́n ṣẹ bí wèrè. Máa lọ patí tó mọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ especially ìwọ obìnrin. Máa wò mí. Look, Ogun State lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ is the den of ritualist. Wọ́n ń gé ọyàn, wọ́n ń gé èdè, wọ́n ń gé any goddamn thing. Wọ́n fi ń ṣoògùn. Orí èèyàn gan wọ́n ń gé. Máa sọ pé dey play. Mo kí bàbá mi Sunday olówó. Ṣé mo pronounce ẹ̀ dáadáa? Olówó mo lọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ kan olówó lágbà ni orí mi ó ní ẹkùn nìyẹn. Mo ní kí ló dé? Ó ní òrìpó tí ń bá Sunday Igboho jẹun ni. Mo ní ó ní òun Sunday ọmọ Ìbàdàn lòun. Ó ní ọmọ Igboho ni. Mo ní mo mọ̀. Mo ní kó wá kí mi nílé Sunday Igboho nígbà tí mo wà nílé ní 2021. Ó ní kí n wá. Mo ní irọ́ o. Ó ní jẹ́ àpàdé ní London. Ó ní ẹ̀rù ẹ̀ ń bà mí. Ó ní kí ni Igboho fún ẹ? Àyẹ̀ wá kí gẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ wá jókòó sórí program wá máa la báàsì gbogbo wọn. Kò sí nǹkan kan. Ọlá Ọlọ́run là ń jẹ. Ẹ jẹ́ nǹkan àkọ́kọ́ fún yín tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lÉkòó. Mo kí bàbá mi ọmọ Ọbíọ́dún Grace. Mo ń sọ fún yín nípa Balochistan àbí bí a sọ díẹ̀ nípa wọn lálẹ́ yìí. Àwọn wo ló ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀? Ẹ gbọ́lu yẹn rí àbí? Àwọn náà bí indigenous people ni wọ́n náà wọ́n fi dá dúró. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá follow mi tẹ́ ń follow wa dáadáa, ẹ rí pé mo post wọn láìpẹ́ yìí. Wọ́n ná ọmọ kan wà ń bẹ̀ kí n tó lọ ka story tí mo fi kà fún yín. Story yẹn mo fi kà yìí. Our lives, ẹ̀mí àwọn ìmọ̀ káwa nísìnyí tá a bá ní ẹ̀mí tiwa Sanki mo kí ẹ Mr. Adeleye Taiwo mo kí ẹlòmíì bá jí lára ọmọ ìtúnṣe program mo wo live ẹlòmíì máa ń fẹ́ wo live yẹn ìkan náà ni àti repeated àti live mo dúpẹ́ but ẹ̀ ń wo program yẹn donate yẹn ló máa ń yà mí kí ló dé tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń fi donate ìbí mi náà máa ń ráwọn church yín tó bá ti ṣàdúrà débì kan wọ́n wá ṣí account number wọn àbí ṣé mo parọ́ ni gbogbo alájọ ń wà lábẹ́ program yẹn ni all God cannot do èmi náà wà ń bẹ̀ tó bá ti ṣàdúrà dé stage kan wá lórí screen wọn account number nìkan ni America account wà ń bẹ̀ UK wà ń bẹ̀ Cash App wà ń bẹ̀ Zelle wà ń bẹ̀ PayPal wà ń bẹ̀ kí ló wá dé táwa ń béèrè owó tẹ́ máa sọ fún wa pé ká má béèrè owó ẹ má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Our lives arábìnrin tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí ọmọ wọn ní láti age 13 lọ ti kidnap bàbẹ́ lórí ìrìn àjò pé wọ́n ń béèrè fẹ́tọ̀ wọn just like bó ṣe fẹ́ kidnap olóyè Ìgbòho ṣe rántí pé olóyè ń lọ sọ́dọ̀ Ìbà Gani Adams ẹ ti gbàgbé ní àwọn DSS dádúró tó lóyè fi bọ́ṣọ lójú títì bá mi gan sef àwọn erépa kan wà tó máa ń dá ní máa sọ fún wọn bá mi ṣí gbogbo aṣọ lẹ̀ báyìí méjì yín máa picture yẹn máa travel ju bó ṣe yẹ lọ máa ń kó oògùn kiri Ọlọ́run ló lẹ̀mí òun Wálé Àlì ọkàn mi tún lọ sọ́dọ̀ ẹni wèrè mo gbọ́ program ẹ̀ lánàá ti dìjẹ́ta nísìn kò ń ṣàná mo gbọ́ a day before kò lè dárúkọ lóyè mọ́ ẹmọ tó ń polóyè Wálé Àlì táwọn kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀ London àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n ọ̀dà mọ̀ ó ní overrated orúkọ tó ń polóyè ní láìláìlàlá Muhammadu Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam òun polóyè ní overrated Ìbà Gani Adams kan kò tó bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo ẹni mo fi sọ wàláì tàlà ìṣúná bẹ̀rẹ̀ láì kò tó bẹ́ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú olóyè Ìgbòho èmi mọ Ìbà dáadáa Ọlọ́run fọ́run kọ Ọ̀túnba Dàpọ̀ Williams láàrín Ìbà wo jọpa mọ́lẹ̀ lẹ́yìn ìjọba mọ́lẹ̀ pé jágbàjàgbà lọ kẹ́mẹ́ ká lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ lálẹ́ yìí ó ní wọ́n overrate olóyè ìtòlóyè ti dánwò generation Wálé Àlì títí tí tóun bá kú generation ẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀ ò lè dánwò bẹ́ẹ̀ ni overrated lọ́ọ̀dán tó dánwò kí sójà méjì wọlé wá bá ẹ sójà kan bá wọlé wá báyàn lásán ìgbé á máa gùn ẹ one sójà tí àwọn akébọ̀bọ̀ tó pa àwọn mẹ́ta yẹn àti ìyá wọn àtàwọn ọmọ méjì ní UK tí wọ́n kó ṣe sójà rẹ̀ wèrè burúkú ni sójà wọ́n máa gún wọn lábẹ́rẹ́ wèrè because I was trying to figure out báwo ló ṣe pa wọ́n ẹ mọ̀ pàwà journalist a máa ń fẹ́ mọ̀ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan because a kò gbọ́ pé wọ́n ló lo crossbow mo sọ ìyàwó mi ní ó lè yín láti tà mọ́ nínú mo ní it will be more than that kó tó yin crossbow ẹyọ kan fún yàn òkè dóòkì ní ẹ̀ náà kò ń ṣe onítọ̀dọ̀ tiwa bíi arrow ó máa tẹ̀ ni ó lè lọ ní multiple but kéèyàn tó yin crossbow bàyàn mẹ́ta tó dẹ̀ máa pa ó máa difficult there nígbà tí mo wá ka story yẹn dáadáa ama uche ní gbogbo Italy mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Aziz Wade Shere kò ní bàjẹ́ fún ẹ láéláé. I now realize that the young man olórí burúkú yẹn wọ́n tọ́jú ẹ̀ lọ hospital báyìí after tó pààyàn mẹ́ta wọ́n tún tọ́jú ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. You know what he did? Ó táyà àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta yẹn kó tó yin crop yẹn fún wọn. Mo wá lọ kà pé ó ti ṣe sójà rí. Even if you are trained for 1 month in the military, wèrè nìyẹn. Wèrè wà lórí ẹ̀ because the weight of in training wọn ó yàtọ̀ sí civilian. Abẹ́rẹ́ wèrè ló ń fún gbogbo wọn. So ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wá ní olóyè Ìgbòho kí ló ti ṣe? Let one soldier, one military officer come to your house just to come and say hello to you. You will know that he is more than one. One military officer is like 10 because wèrè ni wọ́n. So kíyàn kan wá sọ pé Sunday Igboho is overrated. Ìyẹn ti dìde. I'm live for what happened? Are you not sleeping? You okay? Listen. Go back to bed. Go to mommy's room. I'm calling you. Should I take your first? Hey, you are Mumbo. So when people are saying that, it's like, who is Oloye Igboho? It is until an attack comes to you, you'll understand. Let's come back to the Balochistan struggle. Our lives depend on our struggle. Our father, just like they want to kidnap Igboho, àwọn ọmọ Igboho á máa ní Koiki sórí iṣẹ́ tó dálẹ̀ nísìn ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation ẹ jẹ́ kó kidnap bàbá wa. You think that Nnamdi Kanu's family will be happy on a daily basis that their father, their loved one, is kept in the DSS custody because they asked for the breakup of Nigeria? But the criminal terrorists are moving around every day. Tinubu tẹ́ sọ fún wọn pé kó fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ because Tinubu says that they are no longer a threat to us. So Fulani Boko Haram terrorists continue to be released. Mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi, mo ti dá yín mọ̀ dáadáa nísìn, Gold and Diamond. Ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ bínú park lánàá ni, sáré pè wọlé. Thanks so much. Mo ń bọ̀ l'Amẹ́ríkà láìpẹ́. Màá wá Texas, ẹ bá mi ra fìlà, èmi àti Easy àgbéra láti Miami. Because bá ti wá, mo gbọ́dọ̀ dé New York. New York City, baby. Our lives depend on our struggle. Our father was forcefully disappeared, harassed, subjected to violence, called a terrorist, and deported but she did not stop fighting. Kabeseledum. Our 40 years old. Our one jaya, the rumbawa. Mo fẹ́ kú. Koiki. Àwọn kan máa pe mọ́ sí mi pé báwo lẹ ṣe ń ṣe pẹ̀lú ọmọ yín lójoojúmọ́ níta. Ọlọ́run ló wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀mi ò bá ṣe, somebody else will do far better than me. Somebody must stand up against tyrant people. Ó dọjọ́ wájú kẹ́ tó kàwé mi, and you will realize that ọmọ náà easy o. Tó bá yẹ pé owó tó rò pé à ń béèrè ló jẹ́ kó fi fẹ́ ṣe Yorùbá nation, wá wọ̀ọ́rẹ́ wá tẹ́rí fún sínú ẹ̀. Tó bá yẹ pé ká mi mọ́lé nínú ilé Ìgbòho níjọ́ yẹn, kí lẹ rò pé máa ṣe? Gbogbo ìtọ́ gbélédè kéè lọ yẹn, gbélédè. Imagine kọ́ ká ẹ̀mí mọ́nu lé yẹn. But Ọlọ́run tó ní rúwọ́ ò ní sí níbẹ̀, ó mọ̀dí. Ó mọ̀dí. Torí ó mọ̀ pé iṣẹ́ ṣì wà tá a fi ṣe. A fi educate yín. A fi make sure pé ẹni understanding kan tó ń pè ní Nigeria. If some people don't understand Nigeria, just wake up. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Our King come down. God bless Nigeria. God will bless Nigeria. Nigeria where they say that they use people for ritual. Mokeja Korishola, báwo ni sister mi, ṣó ń gbá bọ́ọ̀lù yẹn dáadáa. Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kó túbọ̀ gbèrò sí ká máa rówó. Ṣé èmi náà fẹ́ ra Mercedes o? Dẹ̀mọ̀ pé tẹ́yìn bá ti wọ̀ ókè. Tí bá ní ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Jà Korishola, owó Mercedes yẹn ẹsẹ̀ ní tèmi náà. Football bẹ̀ lówó. Ọ̀la èní nísìn gbogbo fans ti wà ní Germany. Kọ́lọ́n jẹ́ kí England win. Wọ́n náà máa fún wa ní bank holiday. À ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ọmọ 15 years old kan tó ń pè ní Sammy Dean. Ta ló ń pè ní Sammy Dean? Lórí ìwà àgbàlagbà bíi tèmi. Àwọ̀ ọ̀lẹ. Thanks so much, African Parrot TV. I normally cite you on Mayegun as well. Thank you so much. Kushe, Mayegun General. Mayegun la wa mo. Ojo lododo. And Mayegun come back home. We are not coming back home. Mayegun remains in Scotland and remain here until the breakup of Nigeria. Tamani free movement. Come back home, Kelly, kidnap wa. And he come back home. Montafi wa shenile. There's a young girl called Sammy Dean Baloch. Mo fẹ́ fún yín ní tó máa fún yín ní ìgboyà lálẹ́ lóru ẹni. Tó máa fún mi náà ní ìgboyà. Because I love to see things and read and see that the world is just, people wants to make us look like we will trample on you. We will make sure that you, nah. When we come together in one block, they cannot defeat us. Farabalẹ̀, because age mate kan èmi and still kì í ṣe age mate, but ọ̀lẹ díẹ̀ ni gbogbo wa, including myself. Ọ̀lẹ ni wá. Àwọn kankan wà tó lóye máa ń sọ fún mi àwọn bá mi. Lórí WhatsApp group yẹn. Mo mọ̀ pé àwọn Koiki tó bá ti yẹ ó yá náà ni. But kò tí yá. Let's first make more awareness. Ẹ farabalẹ̀, eléyìí ń ṣe story tán make up o. A fẹ́ wọnú ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ lọ báyìí náà, because that's the only way you can understand it. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ lọ wo àwọn wo ló ń pè ní Balochistan. Balochistan. Ẹ bá mi type ẹ̀ BALOCHISTAN. Fún ìtẹ̀wà Nàìjíríà ni àwa táwa labroad kò lè yé wọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Tí bá ní Bravo, Alpha, Lima, Oscar, Charlie, Hotel, India, Sierra, Tango, Alpha, November. Who are the Balochistan? Let's first go and find out a bit about them. Balochistan. You will learn something new. Money platform ti why. This is the only platform that will go deep when it comes to bringing international news that links with Yoruba nation. Let's take you through the people of Balochistan. A very good morning to every one of you. Likup Omodamil Daramola, thanks so much. Balochistan, or what lè pè wọ́n ní Balu with the instead of the O, ẹ wá change yẹn sí U, Baluchistan. Or you can even change to Baluchistan. Is a historical region in Western and South Asia, located in the Iranian plateau, far southeast. That means pé bí Nigeria ṣe wà, on the other side in the north, ó súnmọ́ Niger, down to our side, ó súnmọ́ south. Far south and the bordering the Indian Plate and the Arabian Sea coastline. These arid region of desert, mountain. In terms of tí wọ́n yẹn súnmọ́ desert àti mountain. Nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, Ọlọ́run fi gbogbo ẹ̀ ká wa. But we are hungry since terrorists have invaded our land, including the one they call Lagos State. Continue to wind yourself. Mo ń bọ̀ ní Lagos State. There's a story there, there's something I want to pick up from there in a minute. But let's stick with the Balochistan for a while now. This region is of desert and mountains, is primarily populated by the ethnic Baloch. So they don't call them Balochistan people, they call them Balo people. Only Balo people, or the Baluch, are a nomadic pastoral ethnic group which speaks the Western Iranic Baluch language and is a native to the Balochistan region of South and Western Asia, encompassing the countries of Pakistan, Iran, and Afghanistan. They are linked to those three countries. The Balochistan region is split among three countries: Ìlú mẹ́ta ni ó gbà kọjá, Iran, Afghanistan, and Pakistan. Administratively, it comprises the Pakistan province of Balochistan, the Iranian province of Sistan and Balochistan, and the southern area of Afghanistan, which include Niruz, Aman, and Kandahar province. We also have different provinces. Bishop Adesina ti ṣe analysis yẹn fún wa tipẹ́tipẹ́ some 3 years ago. Kódà he sent us all the list. Remember, nígbà táwọn kan ní Koiki, no, the capital cannot be that one. No. And we told you then that all that is just a template. We are also province. Let's go further. It is border the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa region to the north, Sindhi and Punjabi to the east, the Iranian region to the west. Its southern coastline include Makran Coast, is washed by the Arabian Sea, in particular by its western part of the Gulf of Oman. Etymology. The name Balochistan is generally believed to derive from the name of the Baloch people. Since the Baloch people are not mentioned in the pre-Islamic sources, it is likely that the Baloch were known by some other name in their place of origin, and that they acquired the name Baloch only after arriving in Balochistan sometime in the 10th century. The 10th century, there was nothing called Nigeria. But because the 19th century, Lugard converted what was not known as Nigeria to Nigeria, now 21st century children, they want me to save Nigeria so that they can be excited and happy. Let me repeat that. They're talking about that the Baloch arrived into Balochistan sometime around the 10th century. The 10th century as well, it was called Yoruba land. We were doing very well. Oyo Empire, Jebu Kingdom. Everybody was doing their own, even if we were fighting each other. Are they not fighting each other today? America, Colatic Bonison, if you're just coming to the program, Trump was almost killed in Pennsylvania. One person is dead, Ibon Baiti Trump, according to the report coming out from America. That was the breaking news that we started with on this program. Some almost 1 hour, 15 minutes ago. So if you're coming into the program, Donald Trump, the presidential aspirant of the Republican, while he was having a rally in Pennsylvania, he was shot. He did not die, but one person is by already. That is how the world is. So don't come and tell me we are not at war. Everywhere is at war, even in America. I walk with a full gun. So when some of you that probably want me to throw away our history, where was Nigeria in 10th century? They were doing all kind of nonsense. The Europeans, they thought that they owned the world. The United Kingdom Empire. There was not. They stole from every part of the world to build their own side. Yeah, but Koiki, they've given us independence now. We should be better. Yeah, shut up, shut up. Shut up. How are you going to be better off? Shut up your mouth. After they took away our true identity. One bug, Mulano. Hey, Koiki, mama show on video. To buy the church in you don't shadura. Don't televise it. Don't gbàdúrà rẹpẹtẹ. Ìyẹn wọ ọkẹ àbí. Tó bá jẹ́ pé àwọn mọ́ṣáláṣí ló ń ṣàdúrà, wọ́n ń bọ Ògún, wọ́n ń show live video. Koiki, ẹ má gbé gbogbo nǹkan wá sórí live. It's because you are seeing it from the tradition pé kò ń ṣe nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ kó wá sórí afẹ́fẹ́. Ṣé rò pé original èyí tá a máa ṣe tó yí gbogbo yín tẹ̀ ní mọ̀ la máa show ni? Wọ́n ń wúre. Ẹlòmíràn mọ̀ tán pè ní wúre o. Ìwúre ni pé wọ́n ń ṣàdúrà, but because it got to do with our tradition, tó mórí Ògún, tó gbé ajá yẹn báyìí. That is what we are, who we are, before any nonsense or whatever, something that was brought in and took away our identity and our culture. Koiki, mama show gbogbo kiri bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kẹ́kẹ́ ọkọ̀. There is war over, kò sí war náà fẹ́ pa Donald Trump. Donald Trump was almost killed. Ìbọn gba etí ẹ̀ bí àbọn àbí I don't know whatever, but only kankan gba etí òun kọjá. One person don die. L'Amẹ́ríkà ó ṣe lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Lọ sórí ìbí Koiki ló ń sọ. Sáré lọ sórí BBC. If you confirm me with your TV license. Ẹ ó dàbẹ́ ìbí bíbá yé nǹkan ṣó ti dọ́là ń sọ ní bíbá. Ogun wà káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé. Ẹ máa sọ fún wa pé kò sóògùn, ibo ni kò ti sóògùn. Ẹ wà nínú ogun burúkú Nigeria. Let's come back. So when some of you say, we're going to save Nigeria, we're going to save Nigeria, how are you going to save Nigeria? Where was Nigeria in the 10th century? Nigeria did not start until another 9th century, which is 19, because when you add 9 to 10 is 19. We were living our peaceful life. Oh yes, we were fighting each other. Why is America and the world supporting Ukraine against Russia? So when some of you say, hey, but Koiki, Ijebu people were fighting, shut up your mouth. Shut up your mouth. At least those fights we were able to what? Unite after the war. In the 1977, when it was a very heated time in the world, the West came to put some kind of weapon in Germany because there was a threat from the Soviet Union. Russia, it was Soviet Union. Then what happened? The citizen in Germany says, no, you are putting us at the arms risk, which is exactly what is happening now. Our Pariwo, Yoruba nation, our Colonial, not Yoruba nation. You are all at the armed risk. You are likely to be killed in Nigeria by any goddamn Fulani terrorist at any point without you knowing. Eventually, there was a treaty between America and Soviet Union so that the threat of a civil war, an atomic war, will not occur. But Trump did not cancel the last Trump president. That was cancelled. America is now saying that they will go again and put the same kind of weapon position in Germany. Let's pray that even though we are already in Third World War, but some of you are saying we are not at war. Look, this is the world. It's all water. To go in different places. In the UK is just a small. Don't let anybody tell you Yoruba people cannot become one country in this world as well. We have the right. It is our fundamental right, not the right of America. Forget after America. America cannot do jack shit. I keep telling you. They can't do jack shit. The first thing America will do, they'll move out their own people and they'll be telling us, what do you guys want? But because we don't want anything, that is why we are still in Nigeria. When we want Yoruba nation, America will come out and say, yes, because Ori will take anything according to America. You go and sit here waiting for America to come and give you a country. Which America? America going to get around. We won't love it Trump on this. America are going to get around. That is why the Mokiyawa Ogini Fiki. The reason why they want to kill Trump in Pennsylvania is because there is trouble in America. So America and one they go ask for any support. Tobati Walori M1 in Nigeria. America money, yes. Báwa náà ṣe gba freedom wa nìyẹn lọ́wọ́ Britain. Ọlọ́ba àforíjì uncle mi tó fún mi ní. He died last year ló kú. No, kò lè jẹ́ last year, the year before. No, he died last year, but he was in UK 2 years ago. He brought this for me. But ó ti kú nísìn, kọ́lọ́ba àforíjì wọn. Ṣẹ̀rí àwọn sójà. It was a war. What about British Johnny? Freedom. I'm about finding freedom. So let's stick back to the Baloch because we can move crawl here. Now I've given you a background of these people. So, kilo data on one bere fun right one is saying. The earliest evidence of human occupation in what is now Balochistan is dated by the Paleolithic. Paleolithic is so-called the Old Stone Age. Tẹ́ bá wá sí UK, àwọn òkúta kan wà tó ń pè ní Stone Age. Àwọn òkúta yẹn ní meaning. Ó ní history around it. I've never been there myself, but hopefully one day I will have the time to take you there. Stone Age is a period in a human prehistory. Farabalẹ̀ kó gbọ́ ìwọ tó mọ history. Professor Port in Nigeria. Waris Jinodo, Egbomini, Babawani, the British 11 Confederalist or colony state against King George. Obajani. Ita wa lórí Instagram, ó máa lọ, a máa padà wá because 1 hour ni. Tẹ́ bá fẹ́ enjoy dáadáa, ẹ lọ dúró sórí Olayomi Koiki. Ó dà pé ó ti fún wa ní 3 hours wá padà lórí ẹ̀. So this one is going to go, we'll come back. If you think that anybody will just tell you, go and take Yoruba Nation and enjoy it. No, they're not going to give you Yoruba Nation. Nobody wants their slave to go. And this is the Trump that we tell you about. America going to war. Internal war. Internal war ló ń jà l'America lọ ọjà internal war ló fẹ́ yìnbọn pa former presidential candidate and a current one as well, and former president and a current presidential candidate. We are not at war. but we are seeing gun being shot at a rally. What more can that be if it's not a war? Okay, Mr. Dari. So, most of you that doesn't know Stone Age, in the Stone Age, only àsìkò kan in the human prehistory that is distinguished by the original development of stone tools and which represent almost the entire period of human prehistorical technology. Àwọn òyìnbó ṣì ń wonder, how did we build the Ìjẹ̀bú Wall? What kind of technology la lò nígbà yẹn? Ṣebí bàbá Predator sàn, ó ní wọ́n yìnbọn lu Yorùbá kò rán, wọ́n ṣaládàá kò rán. Irú àwọn èèyàn wo leléyìí? Ǹjẹ́ wọ́n lọ bèèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn bàbá ńlá yín, àwọn tó jẹ́ àgbàlagbà nù ìdílé yín pé wọ́n ní wọ́n yìnbọn lu Yorùbá kò rán? Irú kí ló lò? Àwọn ń bọ Ògún lánàá, wọ́n fi ń wúre. Àwọn kan wá ní Koiki ẹ̀ bá má máa ṣe eléyìí lórí social media, ètò rí pé kò ń ṣe ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì láti ń ṣe, kò dẹ̀ ń ṣe mọ́ṣáláṣí. Tó bá yẹ pé mọ́ṣáláṣí ni mo ní kó lọ bá mi ṣe sàárà, tó ń ṣàdúrà, tó gbé Quran síta, ẹ ní sọ pé kí ló dé ta ṣe ń ṣe eléyìí. I've given you a background of these people. Now, tribalism and the Normandism. Balochi tribalism in the medieval time was jump, because a lot of things about them. So go a little bit. Okay, let's take you back here. The medieval period. During the reign of the Arab dynasties, the medieval Iran suffered the onslaught of the Ghazanvid, Mongols, Trimulids, and the inclusions of the Gauls Turks. The Oghuz Turks were a Western Turkic people who spoke the Oghuz branch of Turkey language family in the 8th century. Ẹlòmíì gbogbo kìíní ó máa ń dàbí pé ilé I mean by 8th century àti wà ní 21st century. The 8th century, 9th century, 10th century, 19th century ni wọ́n join in Nigeria together. Nigeria tó fẹ́ parẹ́ lé lórí. Despite the establishment wants to bring down Trump, ó máa dogun náà ni. Ogun kúkú internal war ló ń jà l'Amẹ́ríkà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí. Internal war gidi, Ọlọ́run kó ṣàánú wọn níbẹ̀ àtàwọn èèyàn tó ń gbé níbẹ̀. Ìyẹn ká wá sọ pé kò sógun lẹ́niwẹ̀. Ogun ń bẹ káàkiri. Bógun ṣe ń bẹ ní Nàìjíríà ló ń bẹ l'Amẹ́ríkà ló ń bẹ ní UK. Ogun kò yàtọ̀ sí. Last 2 weeks kan ni wọ́n invade the NHS wa níbí báyìí. Àwọn ọmọ kan láti ta. Wọ́n wipe off gbogbo data. Internal war àti external war ni. So ẹ jẹ́ ká padà ká kíní ẹlẹ́ǹkan sí. The Oghuz Turks were a Western Turkic people who spoke the Oghuz branch of the Turkic language family in the 8th century. The former a tribal confederation conventionally named the Oghuz. The relationship between the Baloch and nearly all these people were hostile. Do you know the meaning of hostile? I'll give it the meaning in a minute. Tó bá ní nǹkan, unload lower.
Hostile.
Okay.
Hostile.
Showing or feeling opposition or dislike. Right now, we are all in that situation in the current Nigeria, where you live in denial. Enjoy kí bàbá Adébóyè wá sọ fún yín pé Nàìjíríà láti pín. So èmi ò tó bẹ́ẹ̀ láti sọ fún yín pé Nàìjíríà láti pín. So bàbá Adébóyè ló gbọ́dọ̀ wá sọ fún wa pé Nàìjíríà máa láti pín. Ayé àyìn lẹ́nu. The Baloch suffer enormously during the hostile. The relationship between the Baloch and nearly all these powers were hostile, and the Baloch, àwọn tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ wọn nísìn, suffered enormously during this long period. the Baloch encounter. Ẹ má ní pé nǹkan tá à ń kà yìí pé ó pọ̀ jù. In tá à ń kà yìí is exactly the problem táwa náà ń face lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìnyí. Because ibi tá a sì fẹ́ lọ ni pé àwọn ti di pé àwọn ò ní gbà, àwọn gbọ́dọ̀ dá dúró padà ni. But àwa nísìnyí, and Jésù máa ṣe, Ànábì máa ṣe, Ifá máa ṣe, fine. When unfriendly. Ṣáwa friendly pẹ̀lú àwọn Igbo? No. Ṣáwa friendly pẹ̀lú Fulani? No. Ṣáwa friendly pẹ̀lú Hausa? No. So why are we all staying together? We all live in denial. We all know the problem of Nigeria, but we are moving. Instead of us to go like this, let's just go separately and then that's it. But Koiki kò lè possible after 30 years ẹ̀yin lẹ máa lọ dúró dè wá lọ́rùn because àwa máa gba Yorùbá nation. Ẹ̀yin lẹ máa kú, tẹ́ bá ti kú ẹ lọ dúró dè wá ní ibi whatever, ìwé ọ̀run lẹ máa lọ ní, ìbí heaven lẹ máa lọ ní. Àwa kọ́kọ́ fi gbádùn ayé náà. Ẹ má ti ta ọ̀run fún wa. Ẹja kọ́kọ́ gbá ò tí gbádùn ayé wọ́n ń ta ọ̀run fún ẹ. Ò tí ìjàyè wọ́n ń sọ pé kó wá lọ sọ́run. Ta ló lọ kó padà wá rí? Ìwà èèyàn ló máa determine tó bá ti lọ. Olórí burúkú àkútúkú ẹ̀ lọ́rùn. Ìwọ́rẹ́ tó ṣàdúrà fún Abacha. Àwọn tó ń jẹ lára Abacha nìkan lá máa ṣàdúrà fún. Àkútúkú ẹ̀ lọ́rùn. Èèyàn mélòó ló ń ṣàdúrà fún Ajímọ̀bí gan? Akérédolú gan tó bá Fúlàní fàdí ẹ̀ èèyàn mélòó ló ń. Ọ̀la nísìnyí ìwòye máa fi di few hours nísìnyí. Ẹni tí ó bá ti kú ní tiẹ̀ gbé, fámílì tó pa mẹ́ta nínú fámílì wọn ṣáwọn máa ráyè wo football. Ẹni tí bàbá tó pa ìyàwó ẹ̀ 61 tó pa ọmọ méjì mọ́ lọ́wọ́ ṣá rántí pé football kan wà. Òun náà ti ń bá mi jù síta yẹn kan tó lọ sùn. Ẹ bá fowó sóní GoFundMe and I fit raise 10,000 pounds láti bí oṣù mẹ́ta kan. Ààrẹ ó raise nígbà tá a sick torí owó sickness làwọn kan fẹ́ dá. Àwọn ọ̀dẹ̀ ní sick, owó ta fẹ́ ná nísìn la need, a need owó ìbànújẹ́ kankan. Tẹ̀dẹ̀ like náà nìyẹn. Orí ẹ̀ ti fọ́, ọya èlò ló máa fi treat ẹ̀. Irú àwa kẹ̀rẹ̀ borí yàn bá tẹ̀ fọ́ níbí báyìí, ìyàn lè gbowó lọ́wọ́ yín. Òsì bá jáde nísìnyí mo ní orí mi fọ́ nísìnyí. Koiki ò dẹ̀ lọ sí hospital yìí, bó náà ló ní ó free níbẹ̀. Bó tó bá gbé Nàìjíríà nìyàn sọ pé orí èèyàn fọ́ níbí báyìí lálẹ́ nísìnyí. Raise 20 million ní bíbá, but owó ta fẹ́ fi ṣe media àríyàn raise. Ẹ wá ń dúró kí àwọn BBC sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation wọ́n ń bọ̀. Ẹ má lọ múra dáadáa. Ẹni máa kú ẹni máa yè ni. Kọ́lọ́run jẹ́ ká wà lára àwọn tó máa yè. Àwọn kan máa kú kò sọ́gbọ́n ẹ̀. Ẹ má máa ní àwọn èèyàn ní kú. Èmi máa là mọ́lẹ̀ ni. Àwọn èèyàn máa kú nínú ìrìn àjò yìí. Ẹ ti ń kú nínú Nàìjíríà ni láti 1960. Òyìnbó di Nàìjíríà mú fún 45 years kó tó gbélé wa lọ́wọ́ ní independent. Àwọn bàbá olówó ra wọn lẹ́pọ̀n ni. Wọ́n lè má get gbogbo ẹ̀ right. Ìyẹn ni reason táwa ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ wá rí right history yẹn padà. Bàbá lọ́wọ́ yẹn àwọn kan nìyẹn kò jẹ́ kó tẹ̀ gbà pé ká dúró wà papọ̀. Ó dà. Ṣáàyè bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ la wà nísìn. Ṣé wọ́n tẹ̀lé bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ rẹ̀? Ṣáàyè bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ la wà nísìn. Ọmọ 30 years ọmọ 15 years old kan la fẹ́ sọ story ẹ̀ ká fi wá sọ́dọ̀ Balochistan nísìn. Ọmọ 15 years old ló ti ń jà fún ìran ẹ̀. Ìwọ tó ti ń bọ́bìnrin sùn tó ń kì mọ́lẹ̀ nínú yàrá ó wá náà ń bẹ̀rù. So ó mọ̀ pé ó lè kí obìnrin mọ́lẹ̀ láti máa ṣe jigijigi fún, but ó lè dí jáde nígbà tá a bá ní kó jáde. Wọ́n ní kí ni ìyàwó ẹ̀ máa jẹ, kí ni ìyàwó ẹ̀ ti jẹ tẹ́lẹ̀. Ṣèbí kí ìyàwó ẹ̀ lè survive ni wọ́n ṣe máa jáde nígbà tásìkò bá tó. Gbéyàn kan ní kúrọ́ lẹ́pa. Over millions of Yoruba people will die ká tó gba Yorùbá nation. Ẹ lọ defy, ẹ lọ sọ́dọ̀ babaláwo, ẹ pe àwọn àfáà yín, ẹ pe àwọn wòlíì yín pé ṣé Koiki tó sọ ṣé tòótọ́ ni. Millions of people will die ká tó gba Yorùbá nation. Ẹ fẹ́ gba Yorùbá nation. Ta ló máa fún Yorùbá nation? Ọlọ́run náà ń dé tán, ẹ̀mí máa bọ́ lóòótọ́, ẹ̀mí ò ti bọ́ lójoojúmọ́. ókè torí pé èèyàn kan lè ń rí àbí èèyàn àǹgà rẹ̀ ní Ìkòròdú adẹ̀ ń wo àwọn image yẹn báyìí ẹ wá ní lára 1 million tó fẹ́ kú nìyẹn. That is part of the 1 million -1 nìyẹn. So tá a bá ní 1 million gbogbo àwọn tó ń kú between now tá a máa fi gba Yorùbá nation we add them to it. Buhari pa 29,000 ọmọ Yorùbá is part of the 1 million. Èèyàn máa kú. Ta ló sọ fún pé èèyàn ní kú? Àwọn èèyàn kú lójoojúmọ́. Part of it náà ni. Ó jíjọ́ tá a bá bọ́lẹ̀ tán the numbers yẹn máa drop. Títí tá a máa fi gba Yorùbá nation 1 million people will die. Ẹlẹ́rìí yẹ ká kú mo ti gbọ́. Ìbọn ló ń yìn fún Trump yẹn nísìn. Ìbọn kò ń ṣe ìbọn gidi. Ẹni máa sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀bọ̀n lórí program. Ìbọn at least èmi ìbọn wọ́n yìnbọn. Wọ́n ní sniper ó yìnbọn fún Donald Trump. Can you imagine that? Wọ́n fi pa Donald Trump ó bá gbọ́ l'Amẹ́ríkà yẹn amẹ́ l'Amẹ́ríkà la wà yìí o. Parọ́ fúnra wọn. Kọ̀ǹpẹ́ Ọlọ́run pé kó má pọ̀ ju bó ṣe yẹ lọ ni. Tinubu máa fún wa Yorùbá nation. Tinubu ti ráyà rẹ̀. Ṣé Tinubu gan ti ráyà rẹ̀? Tinubu á fún wa Yorùbá nation. Ọmọ olódù ọdẹ. Ó dáwọ́rú ju kí ló dálẹ̀ lọ. Ẹ ṣe jáde bàbá mi Adékúnlé Rahman. Fẹ́ gba Yorùbá nation. Fúlàní wọ́n ń do àná nísìn Yorùbá Wuyì SOS ló gbé jáde. Ẹ má gbà àdúgbò kan jẹ́ àwọn náà ti ń kidnap àwọn èèyàn. Until Yoruba country becomes reality, 1 million+ people will die. Platform tí wọ́n ń ṣe platform tá a máa pẹ̀ church yín ò ní sọ fún yín, mọ́ṣáláṣí ò ní sọ fún yín, orí bíbá ilẹ̀ ti máa gbọ́. Koikiye máa sọ yé máa gbẹ́nu tọ́ra yín. Amẹ́ríkà lọ fi pa Trump lálẹ́ yìí nísìnyí, ò tí gbọ́. Ìbọn ló yìn fún. Ẹni tó yìnbọn fún kò bá lórí ni, tó bá yẹ kó bá lórí ni tá a sọ pé la máa sọ nísìnyí. Etí ẹ̀ ló gbà kọjá bí a kò gẹ́ẹ̀tì ibi tó yẹ kó gẹ́ẹ̀tì. Èèyàn kan dẹ̀ ti kú -1 l'Amẹ́ríkà nílùú tó lọ́ba tó níjòyè tó wà civilized. Kí ló gbé kí ló jù? Ṣé lórí pọ́fíṣẹ̀ election náà ni àbí nǹkan mi wà ń bẹ̀? Tàbá wí tán nísìnyí wọ́n lè lẹ́ni tó fi yìnbọn yẹn pé ó ní mental problem. Wọ́n lè wá yìí mọ́ kankan. Àrọ̀ Amẹ́ríkà ni. So bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa support wa lọ́ ti fi sórí gbogbo platform wa ẹ̀yin yẹn wá dáadáa. Ẹ bá wa gbọ́n ó ṣàwò. Ẹ jẹ́ ká padà sórí ẹ jẹ́ ká fi history wọn sílẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wá padà lọ sí kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan ní àwọn Balo. Arábìnrin kan wà tó ń pè ní Sami Dean. Wọ́n ní human rights activist ni. Ẹni bá ń jà fẹ́tọ̀ ọmọ ènìyàn bí Ìgbòho wọ́n á máa lépa ẹ̀mí ẹ̀. But Ọlọ́run ló wá lẹ̀mí ẹ̀ kò ń ṣẹ̀yìn. Ẹ gbìyànjú ni. Ẹni tọ́lọ́run bá lẹ̀mí òun lòun lẹ̀mí ẹ̀. Best look èmi lájọ́ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ Yorùbá nation èmi ò lálàárí. Èmi máa ń sùn máa ń dàtọ̀ ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ fògùn sóúnjẹ wa à á jẹ́ a máa yàgbẹ́ ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ sàsí wa kò ní wọlé. Torí pé Ọlọ́run ló lẹ̀mí wa ni. Kò ń ṣàwà. Ẹ̀yin lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ pé àbọ̀bọ̀ yìí àbí àbóhùn náà ti gbé kúkú dè mí. Kódà àbúrò mi kan ní Nàìjíríà mọ̀ pé gbogbo èèyàn náà làbúrò wa nísìn. Ó ní bọ̀dá mi ló máa ń pè mí. Ó nífẹ̀ẹ́ mi tó. Ó ní bọ̀dá mi. Àwọn èèyàn ní ẹ wà nínú court. Ó ní court ní ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ má sí inú court. Mo ní mo ní tó ṣe ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé ìgboyà wà lára wa. So kò ń ṣe gbogbo èèyàn ló lè ṣe tá à ń ṣe. Iṣẹ́ ayé ni. Ẹ̀yin mọ èèyàn tó ń bá wa jà lójoojúmọ́. Wọ́n ní wọ́n gbórúkọ wa lọ. Lai Muhammed kò ní kú síbi. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá ní family Lai Muhammed tó sọ fún mi pé kí n má bú bàbá wọn àbí kí n má bú grandfather yín, ogun máa pa gbogbo yín ni. Even the common say mi ni kí ẹ máa ṣépè fún gbogbo yín. Ní ṣoríire. Kò ní dá fún Lai Muhammed. Níbikíbi tó bá wà kò ní kú síbi táṣọ ẹ wà. Àwọn bàbá òfò Fúlàní burúkú tó pèrè ní ọmọ Yorùbá Ìlọrin àbí Kwara. Ẹ lọ sádùúgbò ẹ̀ àti ṣerálì lọ sádùúgbò ẹ̀ ní Kwara local government ẹ̀ kò táyẹ̀ ọgbórúkọ wa lọ sí Senegal. Mo kí bàbá mi Kúnlé Ṣítà. Ọmọ mi kan tó wà ní Senegal wàá pè mí lórí fídíò call. Ó ní Mr. Koiki àwọn Ọlọ́run wà lẹ́yìn yín gan. Mo ní kí ló dé? Ọ̀nà múṣẹ́ yẹn wá ní o. Mo níṣẹ́ wo? Ọ̀nà ti múṣẹ́ gbogbo yín dé bíbá yìí o. Fídíò tó kò record dáadáa ni but àti archive ẹ̀ ní ṣoríire gbogbo yín pátápátá. Mo orúkọ wa lọ Senegal kọ́ máa sàsìn. Ìwọ náà wá ṣe Yorùbá nation kó máa béèrè owó kọ́ máa sàsì ẹ̀ but ẹni tó Ọlọ́run bá lẹ̀mí ẹ̀ kò sí nǹkan kan tẹ̀lé ṣe sí pé Ọlọ́run ló lẹ̀mí wa. Arábìnrin tí mo fẹ́ dárúkọ ẹ̀ Sami Dean Baloch is a human rights activist. She is the lead organizer of Baloch Long March and serves as the general secretary of the Voice of the Baloch, missing person. Èrè mà tiẹ̀ ọ̀lẹ Ìgbòho la wá ń dúró dé torí àmọ̀pá lè ṣe kankan. Kí la lè ṣe? Ẹ lè ṣe lẹ̀ jáde láti jẹ́ ẹ má tẹ̀tí jáde fi ẹ ṣe sùúrù lásìkò bá tó àjọ jáde èèyàn kan push anybody. Ọmọ tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí activist béèrè pé yẹ́ ò lọ́ọ́ bí ni. She was born on the 30th of March 1998 ọmọ 26 years old. Ó kàwé ó ní bachelor in media science ọmọ 26 ó wá takú pé ẹni máa kú ẹni máa yè ẹ lè máa jí àwọn èèyàn wa gbé. Ṣé wọ́n jí yín gbé? EndSARS ó sọ fún Tinubu Shehu Sani ní Tinubu ìwọ gangan ni bàbá àwọn protester má máa wá dẹ́rù bẹ́ anybody níbí báyìí. Ìwọ gan bàbá àwọn protester nìyẹn. Àwọn ọmọ yẹn mú ẹni wọn they're your grandchildren. Kí ló ṣe? EndSARS ó dà wọ́n pè ẹ́ lórí fóònù wọ́n record wọ́n fi ẹ́ ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ o no like social media o sá lọ Paris but the president lẹ̀ sọjú náà ẹni ẹ fẹ́ràn Tinubu ó sì ti àkáǹtì Ìgbòho pa kò rówó gbà jáde. Ó mú Nnamdi Kanu má release Nnamdi Kanu. Àwọn Ìgbò tẹ̀ nígbọ́n kankan náà báwa bá tẹ̀ jẹ́ òmùgọ̀ Biafra máa jà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn náwọn Simon Ekpa sọ fẹ́mi ni ìdásílẹ̀ pé àwọn sọ̀rọ̀ kankan mọ́ release they are going on. Ẹni máa kú ẹni máa yè ni ikú kan ló fẹ́ pa Donald. Ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ kú fún wa. Donald Trump was just lucky Ọlọ́run ló lẹ̀mí ẹ̀ ni bọ́lọ́n ṣe máa ń lẹ̀mí èèyàn ni ẹni tó fẹ́ gba kú Donald Trump ló ti gbà yẹn lọ bó ṣe rí nìyẹn because maybe ìbọn yẹn gangan it was for Donald Trump but Ọlọ́run nínú o lè má jẹ́ èèyàn dáadáa bóyá wọn sì lẹ́mí ẹ̀ lò bóyá ìbọn yẹn búlẹ̀tì yẹn bó ṣe ń bọ̀ bóyá àwọn màláìkà kan ọkọ̀ wave ẹ̀yìn ẹlòmíì kọ́ gbà kú ẹ̀ èèyàn ti kú lamẹ́ríkà lẹ́ni ní Pennsylvania máa sọ pé dey play ẹni tó ń yìnbọn ti pààyàn ọmọ 26 tó bí ní 1990 orí ìwọ tó bí ní 1998 98 yẹn lèmi sá kúrò Nàìjíríà yìí tó yẹ káwa wà Nàìjíríà káwa náà jà bọ̀tí nígbà tá a dá kọ̀ọ̀kan mọ ààrẹ tó sọ fún wa àwọn Afẹ́nifẹ́re jáde restructure làwọn dúró lé tó bá yẹ pé wọ́n ti tètè sọ fún wa ní bí ẹrú àwa àbá ti takú màá ti sọ fún wọn sí mi pé mo wá sí London àti di activist burúkú sínú Nàìjíríà ẹni máa kú ẹni máa yè ni bẹ́ẹ̀ láìkì ṣòwò rẹ̀ ó sì gbìyànjú èyí tó dánwò ẹ̀yìn náà lọ́dún díẹ̀ wò náà ọ̀lẹ ní gbogbo wa tèmi àti yín we are ọ̀lẹ ní gbogbo wa ẹnu la níbi àjàkàrà èmi náà inclusive ẹnu ní gbogbo wa níbi àjàkàrà ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Yẹmí Fátókẹ́ ti sùn happy Sunday helicopter kan ló ń dún yẹn àbí mọ́tò aago mẹ́rin ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ lónìí ẹni bá fẹ́ lọ sùn yẹn lọ sùn ẹ má kàn wá lójú bíbá ọ̀lẹ ní gbogbo wa ọmọ 26 tó bí ní 1998 ó wá ń lídì ìran ẹ̀ pé ẹ̀ ń jẹ́ àwọn ọ̀ràn ọ̀hún. Do you know what it means that missing people? Àwọn tó ń mísìn yẹn àwọn tó ń jà fẹ́ tọ́ wọn ni àwọn olòṣì sójà ní Pakistan àwọn wá mú wọn wá kidnap wọn. Is that not what they are doing in Nigeria today? Gbogbo ẹni tó bá ti fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ tó máa jẹ́ tẹ̀yìn àwọn ẹ̀mẹ́ka tó lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ lálẹ́ kọ́ máa ní Koiki ibi tí ẹ̀gán tẹ́nu ẹ̀ náà tó ìbò ti sọ̀kan lánàá. Wọ́n jáde wọn sọ jábàjágbá jógbòjógbò lẹ́nu. Sẹ́yìn ò mọ̀ pé ẹni tó bá ń jà fẹ́ tọmọ ènìyàn wọ́n máa ń fẹ́ jí wọn gbé ni wọ́n máa ń fẹ́ mú wọn ni kọ́ mú wọn mọ́lẹ̀ tó bá possible kọ́ pa wọ́n bí bọ́ ṣe fẹ́ pa Ìgbòho sílé. Títọ́ bá rí pa sílé inú gbogbo wa máa dùn àbí ẹ̀yin ìkà àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́. Ọmọ 1998 èmi ọmọ 1970 ẹ̀rí ọ̀lẹ́ èdè ni àjókòó sórí social media àwọn àjọ ń gbé àtẹ̀mọ̀ káwà ti dàgbà ẹ jẹ́ kí ẹ̀yin tó bí ní 98 náà kí gbogbo àjọ dáwọ́ papọ̀ ẹni tó bí 98 kó èmi ẹ̀ tí ìráyè yẹn mi ń ṣe yahoo yahoo lọ́wọ́ ìyẹn náà ló máa pa ẹ́ máa ṣe yahoo yahoo máa forí àwọn èèyàn jọṣẹ́ ẹ̀ ráwọn tó fẹ́ jápa wọ́n fẹ́ lọ Canada wọ́n wá ń jí ọmọ gbé ṣé ìlú nìyẹn ó tí gbọ́ sórí yẹn àwọn kan fẹ́ jápa ọkọ àti ìyàwó wọ́n wá jí ọmọ gbé ọwọ́ wá tẹ̀ wọ́n. You can see that there is no more a country, but most of you are still thinking that there is still a country. If Nigeria was working and it's meant to work, would you steal a child to sell it to travel out? Travel to yẹ pé tẹ́lẹ̀ almost 1-to-1 coming to Europe. Àwọn mọ́mísí ti wá èmi mọ̀ nípa mọ́mísí tiẹ̀ mọ́mísí tèmi wọ́n travel airport ni wọ́n ti ń lo visa lé passport wọn the same Nigerian passport tó ti di passport òfò nírọ̀lẹ́ UK ẹnu ọ̀nà ló máa ti stamp wọn pé welcome to London because they value the Nigeria passport then. But Koiki, what went wrong? Because the foundation was crime scene. Gbogbo time tó ń work yẹn àṣírí Nigeria ò tí tú síta ni. Nigeria yẹn ni I'm going to we will work and make sure Nigeria is fixable. Your papa never fixed Nigeria. Your mother died of illness that could have been sorted out by Nigeria hospital. A young girl, ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ ka story ẹ̀ díẹ̀ sí. Àwa wá ń dẹnu, àwa ní àtẹ̀ ní kankan ẹnu tó ń dán yìí, ẹ jẹ́ kí gbogbo àjọ sọwọ́ papọ̀, ẹ wá ń dalẹ̀ wa. Àbí torí mi ò dalẹ̀ yín, ẹ̀yin lẹ̀ ń dalẹ̀ wa. Let's come together. Kò ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ló máa nídìí owó. Àwọn kan wá gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀, ẹ wá tún gbé lọ fún àwọn ẹlòmíì. Ìyẹn dẹ̀ ti wà, ẹ jẹ́ ká story yẹn díẹ̀. Sami Dean, as in S-A-M-M-I, Dean, ó bá lè fi B-A-L-O-C-H, ìwọ náà Google ẹ̀ kó lọ kà. Bí a story lélẹ̀ tí mo make up. Ọmọ 26 years old, ó ń ra ẹpọ̀n Pakistan pé ẹ̀ ní kúure gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wọn tẹ mú àfi kẹ́ pa wọn náà. Òkú máa kú ká tó dé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Wọ́n á jẹ́ kí nǹkan máa tàn yín pé nǹkan ò ní kú. Millions of Yoruba people will die before we get to Yoruba nation. That's a fact. Millions of people will die. Because the longer we stay in Nigeria, the numbers will be taken out from that millions. I am not talking about Ija. We are not fighting yet, but you guys are dying. You go to the hospital tonight or this morning now. Just Eshiri Losi Igbobi Hospital to Aleko. Pretend that you are sick. You are not sick. Just pretend. Low lapo. Kewa debe keni. You are feeling some pain here. But low low. Kewa reaction. Messed up country. Àwọn governor wa jáde. Ẹ lọ gbọ́ nǹkan tí Ṣèyí Mákindé sọ. Ẹ jẹ́ n sáré fún yín ní ẹ̀ka tó sọ̀rọ̀ bèbí. Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ autonomous. Okay, mo tẹ̀lé Google ẹ̀ mọ̀ ní láti ń bọ̀. Ṣèyí Mákindé. They are criminals. You think you have a governor. Ẹgbọ́n nǹkan tó sọ. Kò ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ Olúbàdàn ni mo fẹ́ kó sọ. Sahara reporter. Our glasses bíi tèmi náà. Òun tẹ̀ ń dé fìlà bíi tẹ bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀. Òun tẹ̀ believe in ideology bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ anyway. All criminals. Gangster ni gbogbo wọn pátá. Bó ṣe wà nísìnyí, àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké ló ń bá sùn nínú hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì báyìí láìlẹ̀ nísìnyí. Ìyàwó ẹ̀ gan mọ̀ pé nǹkan tó ń ṣe nìyẹn. Bọ̀ kí ni ìyàwó ẹ̀ máa ṣe sí? Ebi first lady ni. They are criminals. Ibi gbogbo ilẹ̀ mọ̀ wọ́n, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ súnmọ́ wọn. Àwọn kéékèèké ló ń jáde fún ló ń ṣe fàájì tó ń máa mẹ̀jẹ̀, wọ́n máa mẹ̀jẹ̀. Àwọn ò ní sọ fún yín pé wọ́n ń ṣe yẹn. Gbogbo ẹ̀ ló ń ṣe. Criminals. Wọ́n ní Supreme Court. Ó ní kẹ́ fáwọn local government láyè kó máa gbowó láti fi ṣe dáadáa fáráàlú. Ẹgbọ́n nǹkan tí Ṣèyí Mákindé sọ. Ọ̀yọ́ Governor Mákindé calls the Supreme Court verdict on local government autonomy a distraction from the real issues with an S. What is the real issues? Olè. Ẹ̀ránṣẹ́ sí pé mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé olè ni. Kò mọ lóyè. Ìdí picture wọn àtolóyè wà nílé olóyè. Àwọn ọ̀dàlẹ̀ balẹ̀ kú. State ẹ̀ ló wà tó wá fẹ́ pa olóyè mọ́ nílé. Olùṣọ́ lórí burúkú governor kò ní dá fún ẹ. Bomb bastard. Ṣé o rò pé máa rí pa sínú ilé ni? Ṣé o máa ná ọmọ olóyè Ìgbòho? Ìbí mi rí picture wà tó lóyè nínú ilé olóyè Ìgbòho. Mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ tó lóyè sọ fún mi nípa ẹ̀. Ẹ bá ti dé power. Mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ Àfáà Akeem lẹ́ẹ̀kan kí n tó tú ọkàn mi tútù gbà. Àfáà Akeem ṣe program kan lánàá. Bàbá oníláwà nìyẹn tó jẹ́ lára àwọn Yorùbá Nation Media wa. Ó wá ń sọ̀rọ̀ bó ṣe intimidate àwọn èèyàn. Mo á comment. Mo ní intimidation Nigeria A class ni. Everybody wants to intimidate everybody. Ẹ bá ti jẹ́yàn díẹ̀ kékeré kan ládùúgbò. Intimidation dé. Fọ́gò mọ̀yàn lórí wọn ní Kókó Zaria. Èmi kọ́ mo fọ́gò. Mo tẹ̀ kódà mo mọ̀ ẹni tó fọ́gò. Orí tébù ẹ̀kọ́ lọ ti mọ́gò tó fọ́. Ọlọ́pàá ìwọ gan ló yẹ kọ́lọ́pàá ti kọ́kọ́ gbé. Ajẹ́lá abroad ni. Ṣé ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá wà lábroad. Ṣé o lè lọ́mọ tí kọ́ fọ́gò mọ̀ ẹ́ lórí? Kọ́lọ́pàá má dé kókó gbogbo yín lọ. Gbogbo yín máa lọ sí prison ni. Ọlọ́pàá dẹ̀ máa tún yín lẹ̀ níjọ́ kejì rẹ̀ ṣe ní right. Ẹ bá dẹ̀ the court wá mọ̀ tó máa ṣe fún yín. Ṣé Ṣèyí Mákindé rò pọ̀ máa pa olóyè sínú ilé ni? Ló ṣe sá kúrò ní ìlú Ìbàdàn níjọ́ yẹn. Kọ́ lè sọ pé governor ta ló mọ bó ṣe ń fọwọ́ ta ló mọ gbogbo nonsense. Ṣó máa náwó mọ́ lóyè Ìgbòho? Ẹ bèrè lọ́wọ́ Ṣèyí Mákindé. Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ autonomy. Ó ní distraction. Àti distraction. Tẹ́ kọ́kọ́ implement ẹ̀ sí gbogbo 33 local government. Olórí burúkú. Olóṣì. Kọ́kọ́ implement ẹ̀ ká tẹ̀ mọ̀ kó ti implement ẹ̀ kó wá máa làgò mọ́ Tinubu lórí torí PDP nìyẹn. Pé Tinubu kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀? Ó ní distraction ni. Báwo ló ṣe jẹ́ distraction? Ta ló súnmọ́ aráàlú jù? No be local government. The local government are the closer to the people. Only distraction ni. You can see that there. So some of you sometimes I say, ṣé àwọn ilé ìṣe government ni wọ́n ṣe? Kọ́kọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kó jẹ́ if tó bá yẹ kó ń tẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ implement ẹ̀ pé Supreme Court, thank you so much. Okay. All local government chairman from today, ní state tiwa active. Only distraction. You can see that one more one, they are all criminals. Criminal ni gbogbo wọn. Wọ́n ń ṣèyàn. They are all criminals. Má bí mi pé gbọ́dọ̀ láti parí program. Èmi ni máa sọ bá ti máa parí ẹ̀. Tọ́nú bá ń kún yín kẹ́ lọ sùn. mo kí Àdìsá Ṣóyọ́bọ̀ Ọkọ̀yà Fọláyan mo kí ẹ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bàbá mi Olúwọlé Ọ̀ṣọ́, ojú ogun láyé, wàá máa gbàdúrà sí Jésù kí ayé má mú ẹ. Ọmọ méjì àti ìyàwó ló pa ní London, bàbá wọn wà lẹ́nu iṣẹ́. Àwọn tó pa ẹ, èèyàn kan bímọ, ó tọ́ títí dé 25 years old, ó tọ́ kan dé 28. Olórí burúkú kan wá nítorí pé òun fẹ́ kan náà ọmọ yẹn, ó wá náà òun ò fẹ́ mọ́. Ẹ̀yin òbí ẹ dira yín lámùrè. Èyí tó bá mọ̀ lónìí kó lò. Má sọ pé kíyàn kan sọ pé àdúrà ti pọ̀ jù, má dàwọn olórí burúkú ni wọ́n. Súnmọ́ àdúrà dáadáa kó dé rẹ lámùrè gidi. Olórí burúkú ti wà láyé tá à ń gbé nísìnyí. Wọ́n náà fẹ́ kan náà ọmọ yẹn, ìyẹn náà wọn ò fẹ́ mọ́. Ló wọlé lọ pa gbogbo wọn sínú ilé. 25 years old. Má sọ pé dey play. Èyí tó bá mọ̀ lónìí kó tètè máa lò. Ògùn ló lè lò ní máa bẹ́ orí ògùn sí wọn lórí pé gbogbo ẹni tó bá fẹ́ mú ọmọ mi tó máa mú mọ́lẹ̀, bẹ́ orí ògùn sí wọn lórí. Bible ni di àmùrè dáadáa. Àfáàní yẹn ni máa lọ Mẹ́kà kó lọ bẹ Ọlọ́run. Èyí tó bá mọ̀ ṣe. We are living in an evil world. Kéèyàn wọlé pààyàn odindi èèyàn 3 sínú ilé nílùú òyìnbó, ní London, ní North, wọ́n pè bẹ́ẹ̀ ní North London, lọ́nà Enfield lọ́hùn. Wọ́n máa jà rìnrìn káwọn ọmọ wa àwọn ọmọ yẹn kí láwọn dẹ̀ dá mọ̀. And he's my boyfriend. Mom, ìyá yẹn dẹ̀ máa wọ ọmọ yẹn báyìí pé ìwọ ló gbé wálé lé mi. Are you sure this one? Àwọn yẹn ò sure anything o. Ẹ̀yin òbí ní kẹ́ lọ mọ̀ tẹ́ máa ṣe láti mọ̀ pé ṣé wèrè ló gbé wálé. Tó bá yẹ pé wèrè ní kọ́ lọ́n bá yín ti dànù. Kó bá yín ti dànù. Lọ́ máa jà sunkún ọmọ. 25. Mo kíyà bàbá Abíọ́dún Gàfà. 25, 28. Ó tún pàyà wọn 61 years old. Ó wá fi bàbá lé àtọmọ kan nínú 3 nínú fámílì kan. Wọ́n wá náà ń tọ́jú òun lọ hospital báyìí. Ìlú òyìnbó máa kárí o. Bàjẹ́ pé Áfíríkà ni wọ́n àti mú tó máa ṣe fún. Wọ́n náà fún ní treatment nísìn. Àwọn nọ́ọ̀sì máa kó iṣẹ́ o. Nọ́ọ̀sì tá a máa treat ẹ̀ báyìí. A kọ́ máa wọ pé iṣẹ́ tóun gbà ní ìwọ tó ti pààyàn 3. Lọ́ máa jà ṣìrìn. Ẹ má ṣàdúrà, mo ní lọ́ máa jà ṣìrìn. Máa sọ pé dey play. Ìbí London lélẹ̀ ti ṣẹlẹ̀ kò ń ṣe Nàìjíríà. Lọ́mọ yẹn káwọn ọmọ yín lọ gbégun elégun wọlé. Bá ti gbégun elégun wọlé, wò ó àtẹ̀yìn àtàwọn ọmọ yín wàhálà wọnú lẹ́yìn nìyẹn. Ṣé ẹ fà àwọn ìyá yẹn sílẹ̀ àtàwọn bàbá yẹn tó ń ṣàdúrà o. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá ń wá sórí program ní Christianity ẹ fi wọ́n lẹ̀ o. Àwọn ọlọ́mọ tó ń rí tán fi ń gbàdúrà o. London lélẹ̀ ti ṣẹlẹ̀ o. Eléyìí tí mò ń sọ yìí. Èèyàn 3 nìyẹn kan pàdánù. Òun tó pa wọ́n bí ṣe sọ yẹn mo kàn rán sọ ni o. Ó pa wọ́n ìpakúpa ni o. Ó dè wọ́n kó tó wá yin crossbow. Tó bá mọ̀ tó ń pè ní crossbow lọ Google ẹ̀. Kò ń ṣe àárò irú tẹ́ fi ń ṣe ṣùkùṣùkù nínú tẹ́ fi ń rí automatic kan lélẹ́yìí o. Ó ta ìwọ̀n kó tó fi wọ́n dẹ̀ ní plus other weapon. Àmọ́rò weapon yẹn ọlọ́pàá disclose fún wa. Máa sọ pé dey play. I'm in UK. It's secured. Ojoojúmọ́ ló ń yìnbọn ló ń fìbọn fọ́ra wọn lórí. Mo kúkú ti ń post ẹ̀ nísìn. Torí pé àwọn kan máa ń rò pé bẹ́ẹ̀ this crime doesn't happen as well in England. The amount of crime tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílùú yìí ní last week kan ni àwọn boys méjì kan fìbọn fọ́ra. Ìbọn ròde nílùú yìí. Ìbọn wà nínú ìlú yìí gidi. Ọlọ́pàá mọ̀ pé ìbọn wà. Bó ṣe ń wọlé ni kò tí ì yé wọn ni. Ọlọ́run má jà ṣìrìn ni. Pé UK náà safe tó yẹn ni. Wọ́n máa fi ṣọ́ ẹ̀ṣọ́ wa. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́lẹ̀ ṣe ń dé be very careful. Ìlú yìí má wojú èèyàn lẹ́ẹ̀mejì. Tójú yín bá ti ṣáná lẹ́ẹ̀kan together bójú tiẹ̀ kúrò kò ń ṣe pé tí wàá máa ṣe mo ṣẹ̀dé láti Nàìjíríà I'm a bad man as well ìwà tí wàá wò padà mo ti gbọ́ tó bá ti wò lẹ́ẹ̀kan tóun náà wẹ̀ tó àmójú tiẹ̀ kúrò bọ̀ wá pojú pé ọjọ́ wa ń lójú sí lára wèrè mental people pọ̀ káàkiri wọn á kọ̀ sọ fún ẹ pé ó ní mental problem ni òun dẹ̀ fi padà lọ sí mental hospital á kọ̀ fi ẹ jẹ sèré ni be very careful the world is a very crazy place wọn á rò pé torí wà ní UK o UK is a dangerous place as well ọlọ́run fi ṣọ̀ṣọ̀ wa. So as we're going to be winding down the program in the next few minutes mo fẹ́ parí ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ tí à ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀bọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ Ṣèyí Mákindé tán. Ọ̀yọ́ state governor Ṣèyí Mákindé mo rí Portable àbúrò mi ọmọ Ọlálọ́mí èèyàn dáadáa ó náà ń dúró de kí Yáyì náà wá ṣe governor. Òun dúró kí Yáyì kó wá ṣe governor á lè bá wọn ṣe títì. And our followers ẹ̀ náà báyẹ̀ Yáyì another criminal. Ẹni kí Yáyì jáde pé òun ò tí mẹ̀jẹ̀ èèyàn rí. They are criminal ní gbogbo àwọn tẹ̀yìn sọ yìí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ nǹkan náà ṣe sọ́pọ́tì after Ọ̀ṣọ́bà. Ẹgbẹ́ ṣé Gbénga Daniel olórí burúkú yẹn náà ti wà ní senate báyìí. Ìyẹn náà engineer lift ló máa ń ṣe. Kò ṣe lift Olúmọ rock nígbà tẹ́mi lọ ní 2019. Lift yẹn ò ṣiṣẹ́ àárí lò. Wọ́n ní lift wà bọ̀ kò ṣiṣẹ́ mo ní kí ló dé ṣé kò sí náà ni wọ́n tẹ̀ ní kò ṣiṣẹ́ rárá bí ó ti wá ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní ṣàìdọ́nà Gbénga Daniel lọ ìyẹn náà aṣàdúgbò tí ẹnìkan á nítorí pé àwọn ará ayé wọ vote fáwọn ṣé gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì náà ni is that a government that is láàrin ara wa wá ní ẹ torí ẹ̀yin ará Abẹ́òkúta north vote fún mi màá fi yẹ ẹ̀jẹ̀ yín á dẹ̀ fìyà jẹ wọ́n Gbénga Daniel lọ ẹ lọ gbé bàbá olórí kóró yìí wá Amosun came ìyẹn tẹ̀ ní gbogbo àwọn Ìjẹ̀bú west tàbí kinní kan bí i east dẹ̀ ni ó abandon gbogbo bẹ̀ yẹn ó kàn fix Abẹ́òkúta central torí ó mọ̀ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ló máa ti contest as a senator ẹni mo parọ́ mọ́ ọmọ Amosun àtàbí Kẹ́dábírí London lọ́wọ́ àtọ̀ ìfẹ́ra wọn tí wọ́n ti ra lé fún wọn ní bíbá torí wọ́n Dàpọ̀ Williams sọ fún mi nígbà tó fẹ́ ṣèkó mọ́ wọn Amosun sọ pé náà Dàpọ̀ máa pè Koiki o àwọn fẹ́ Koikimedia kọ́ mọ̀ pé tí Koikimedia máa lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ number one máa mọ ibi táwọn ọmọ yẹn ń gbé ní UK màá dẹ̀ tó ráwọn kankan níbẹ̀ wọ́n dẹ̀ ti rí mi pé èmi ò no gree for every one of them láti 2015 ní gbogbo wọn ti lọ ti mọ̀ mí àbí Kẹ́dábírí mọ̀ mí dáadáa I still communicate with her she's a good woman bọ̀kọ́ lọ́n jẹ́ kọ́kọ́ padà sílé náà ni àbí Kẹ́dábírí èrè wa. Some of you think that this politician cares about every one of us. They don't care about every one of us. They don't care. They are more concerned about themselves. Ọ̀yọ́ state governor kò fẹ́ parí ètò Ṣèyí Mákindé has described the Supreme Court judgment which granted financial autonomy to local government areas in Nigeria as a distraction to the real issues facing the country. Governor Ṣèyí Mákindé, who said that one of the real issues facing Nigeria that is more important than local government financial autonomy is the high cost of food, said that there is hunger in Nigeria and the people should focus on the real issues. Did you hear that? ẹ̀gbọ́n kan tó sọ mẹ́rin ó ní ọ̀rọ̀ autonomy yẹn kọ́ ni problem ebi ti pa àwọn èèyàn lójoojúmọ́ báyìí òun ò dẹ̀ ní nǹkan tóun lè ṣe láti defend wa láti protect wa ní 33 local government nílùú Ọ̀yọ́ state ká padà sóko ṣẹ́rí pàtí wà ní problem. ẹ ń béèrè what next thing now in Nigeria ẹ béèrè yẹn lọ́wọ́ Tinubu ẹ̀yin ò rí nǹkan tó ń lọ́nu Nàìjíríà níta àbí kílẹ̀ sọ yìí what next thing bí àwọn ọ̀tá ìṣẹ́ what is the next thing FISC but it's okay our English is not our language what next thing now in Nigeria kí lẹ́yìn rò pé the next thing bí nǹkan ṣe ń lọ́nu Nàìjíríà sà kí lẹ́yìn rò pé the next thing is kólúkálùkù máa lọ Mukaila Sálíù mú kí yẹn káàárọ̀ ojúmọ́ rẹ̀ so that means pé tí Koiki ń sọ right mo ní ebi fẹ́ pa yín lára 1 million tó máa kú ebi wà nú ẹ̀ ẹ̀ ń rò pé 1 million tí mo sọ pé àwọn nígbà tá a bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìjà ogun àbí ẹ ti wà nú ogun already so when some of you say sínú ogun Ọlọ́run jẹ́ ká rógun Ṣèyí Mákindé ti confirm ẹ̀ fún wa nísìnyí pé the real issues with an S tó bá fi S sí that means pé nǹkan tó pọ̀ gan nìyẹn issues tó bá yẹ pé kò sí S níbẹ̀ issue visa omi tó náà máa ra fún mi issue kan nìyẹn but tó bá ti fi S kan in tó pọ̀ gan nìyẹn lóòótọ́ ẹ̀yin kan á máa rí pẹpẹ súpù mu ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ máa rí ìdí àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké já ẹ̀yin kan ẹ̀ máa gbìyànjú ẹ̀yin kan ẹ̀ máa ṣe this but Chukwuemeka àwọn Biafra nìyẹn ó ní happy Sunday to you boss Ọlọ́run nìkan ni boss I am just your servant Chukwuemeka all hey Biafra help me greet Simon Ekpa ó tó jẹ́ mẹ́ta tí mo tẹ́tí bá sọ̀rọ̀ ó busy gan but tí bá pè àgbékọ́lù mi that is how close I am to Simon Ekpa the government in exile the Odogu #1 wey dey face Musa that terrorist military man the prime minister government in exile tó bá tẹ́yìn lọ́rùn ẹ lọ sí London Bridge kẹjá sórí omi kẹkẹ máa gbàgbé lọ ó máa fún government Nàìjíríà ní wótòwótò mo nílẹ̀ kan pé 1 million Yorùbá people will die ká tó gba Yorùbá nation ó lè jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ that will be subject to how long lẹ fẹ́ kí Yorùbá nation wá ẹ bá fẹ́ kó wá after 2031 tí Tinubu bá tán á jẹ́ pé 1 million yẹn ó ṣeéṣe kó pọ̀ jù lọ Ṣèyí Mákindé has just confirmed that kí ló máa ń pààyàn jù why do you think that many people died during the Biafra war the genocidal war by the British using Nigeria as their proxy what killed them all Chukwuemeka abeg help me answer because Yoruba people answer they don't like Igbo people Chukwuemeka abeg if you are still with me what led to the death of the millions of innocent people during the genocide Biafra war I'm waiting for your answer food hunger HUNGER they say they play we are seeing ogun because like Otito so you're expecting Baba Adeboye to come on the pulpit tomorrow and say hey we are 1 million people will die yo no he's not gonna say that starvation sorry Chukwuemeka to bá mi gbé lọ sí another angle starvation the people will not chop after 24 hours your body go dey shake you go dey dry after 48 hours no food the body go dey react after 3 days dead body will be all over the place Ṣèyí Mákindé is now saying that Tinubu you are crazy orí èmi ń bá wọn fà dáadáa èmi like máa bá wọn expand it ó wá ránṣẹ́ sí Tinubu mad Attorney General Federation you are crazy out of all the problem in Nigeria let's just put it as Nigeria the one you are trying to use to distract us is autonomy of local government when the real issues. This is what I watched the video. This will not be said that type I'm in press secretary. No, Sheyi Tinubu, Sheyi Makinde spoke out with the real issues. The real issues facing Nigeria today, that country where they call zoo. Koiki, stop calling it zoo. Were you born in a zoo? Yeah, we were born in a zoo. A country that has, we were told growing up that Benue State, the food basket of Nigeria. Southeast, they have land. North, they have land. South, what is Sheyi Makinde doing to resolve and stop food hunger in the state? That is what we should be asking him. How much is he investing to support the local farmers to make sure that they can go to the farm? Mokiyami, Momobiati, Fumini comment len kan bomotiri awon ya dada. How much is he doing? Because we expect our governors to make sure that you're not hungry, so that starvation will not kill many of you. So the death of Yoruba people, the blood is on the head of all those that says they are our leaders. Because it's not the fault of the diaspora. Look, agent can message in your consent to me, Lori Twitter, DM. I won't mention the name. And I'm sure you all get that kind of message. This person sent the message because sometimes the people think because what that is send it to poor self. Can you imagine? So even if we think that because you come and listen to my program, you engage, then you come to my back door and say, look, I don't have. My Naira account is no money in there. I cannot send the little pounds I have. I have bills to sort out and things. So she can send a let me send to the. If you are hungry, come out and demand for your rights. Woto woto. Please accept my request. Please, sir, accept my request. This was in February. That is February, then it's inside message. February 28th at 9:30. This was even last year. But he sent a request. Now, the moment you accept that request, that means they have the opportunity to send you a private DM. So this message, the same template, turning in low, that's 20. Because I didn't even realize that this message has been coming since 2023. The first message after I accepted the person as a friend on Twitter, which is now called X, September 15, 2023, at exactly 10:24 a.m. This is what the message came. Good morning, sir. Dear sir, I am about to give life one last shot. Last year, life in your. Can you imagine that? Because this same message is still repeated in 2024. Your life will not go. Just come out and demand for your rights from your politicians. Dear sir, I am about to give life one last shot. It has been literally hell for me. I just need to speak up. I need help. I barely feed these days since I was robbed of my phone and all my accounts wiped out. To make matter worse, I was recently diagnosed with second stage ulcer. I honestly feel like my life is crumbling. I need someone to save me before I start doing stupid things. The other day I was about to commit, I don't want to call that because the YouTube and all this platform will pick that, and you know what that means. And it all, hey, I can help you. If not for my neighbor, I have reached a point in my life where I don't have anyone to save me. I really feel bitterly ashamed texting you right now to come to my aid. Please, my brother, do not forsake me. In fact, anything you can afford will really go a long way. Thanks so much in advance. May God continually enrich you in Jesus' name. May you never have any reason to be in this situation. Please, sir, if there's any way you could help me, I really appreciate it. I want to stockpile food stuff at home, be able to trek to my PPA and CDAS for the month. I know everything will soon be all right. I was actually posted to Kwara State before now. I actually did relocation to Ibadan. If not, that schools are currently on holiday, the places I have written application to will have called me to come and start with them. Which way? I just want to survive the moment. My ulcer situation is actually making me like this. I feel so horrible, please, sir, with account number, with the name. Chukwemeka say, you are highly on point. I will do anything to support this struggle. May God give you the strength to carry us on. Thank you. I love to support, but the real support is to bring down everything that is going to affect us from not progressing. So that is on that. Then let's go back to that final part before we end this. That young girl, 26 years old, born 30th of March, 1998. Sami Din Baloch is a human rights activist. She is the lead organizer of the Baloch Long March. The march against Baloch genocide is an ongoing protest movement led by Marang Baloch and other Baloch women. You see the importance of women who are marching towards Islamabad, the capital of Pakistan, to protest human rights violation and their forced disappearance in Balochistan. That rally, that protest, ocean go on between Soro in Pakistan. But Awani, we sit back. Koiki, what are we going to do? We are all just waiting. Sami Din Baloch, like we said, a human rights activist. Sami is involved in advocating against enforced disappearances in Balochistan by law enforcement agency. She walked from Koikimedia to Islamabad in 2014. Tó bá jẹ́ pé èyí tí ní ilé ní mo ní ó yá ẹ̀rìn láti Ìbàdàn máa bọ̀ lÉkòó Koiki omugboyo ni. Kí ló mean by that? Send owó mọ́tò náà ká lè máa fowó mu pepper soup. Tá bá ti fẹ́ jáde àdúgbò yìí ni kẹ́ dúró sí, kò sẹ́ni kankan tó ń káàkiri mọ́ bí ti tẹ́lẹ̀. Send owó mọ́tò sẹ́ni garden person. Do yours in your state. Do yours in your local government. Send owó mọ́tò sí ṣẹlẹ̀ fi ń jó gẹ́lẹ́dẹ̀ lẹ́ fi ń gbà wọn fine girls. Àwa gan rí fine girls ìgbé. Gbogbo ilẹ̀ ń gbé fine girls ẹ lọ jókòó ẹni. Mr. Koiki àti wà lọ́nà bí ẹ máa ń gbé kankan bí ọ̀nù mọ́tò ni ẹ máa tẹ̀. Àti wà lọ́nà àti fẹ́ẹ̀ dé Ìbàdàn. Kò kúrò níbi tó wà o. Nigerian tó máa sanwó ọmọgọ̀ fún yín. Arábìnrin lọ ní 2014 ó rìn láti Koikimedia lọ sí Islamabad ní 2014 demanding the release of her father, Dr. Din Mohammed. Dr. Din Mohammed Baloch was a government employee in Balochistan who has been missing since 2009. He was also a political activist and a close associate of the chairman. So you can see that the world has always tried to kidnap political or activists. So that's why are you sitting in the UK? Come back home, because you know that we are likely to be kidnapped. We don't have to come back home. Since then, she has played a key role in the Baloch resistance movement, addressing issues such as enforced disappearances, extrajudicial killings, human rights violations in Balochistan by the Olori Buruku, Pakistan, those countries, I don't know where Nigeria, there's a lot of drug, it's a drug route as well. Be very careful. If you're Nigerian and some agent tell you, go to Pakistan, from Pakistan, yeah, I got to get that information that Trump got shot. Thanks so much, Nova. We've talked about it at the beginning of the program. Don't go Pakistan. Drug route to the Be very careful. If you can avoid it completely. So you can see that a movement can be pushed by anybody. A movement, the head of the Secret Service and the leader of this security detail should resign, Elon Musk. Only the head of security service because Donald Trump must be protected because he was a former president. He was almost killed in Pennsylvania. One person was shot dead. Man, so where they play. Eyewitness told BBC that he informed the police, the Secret Service that, you see, this, let's hear this.
Absolutely.
Am I bringing it about Koikimedia? You will not be able to. Let me retweet it as well. Then later I'll bring the video. Let's listen to the Trump update. When somebody say, I see gunmen, I see ammo, I see the gunman, or the gunman, but eventually they overlooked it. Only God knows why. Let's listen to him.
We couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up, and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here. I have no idea, But we noticed the guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle.
A rifle.
We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from...
Did you hear? Did you hear that? The word now weary. Somebody will get a rifle. They tell police. That is in America. So some of you say, we will get a Yoruba nation without no... we will get it without no... Americans telling a police officer that, look, there's a man there with a gun, man. Police, it not be me they talk. I bet one of the young guns.
Right here. We see him. He's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for, 2 or 3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots rang out.
So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes.
He was up there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling the police and the Secret Service.
We were telling the police. We were pointing at him for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see
binoculars?
Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here? This is not a big place.
Did you see, obviously everyone, when the shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh, yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay, sorry.
You hear that?
Secret Service blew his head off.
Okay, just be careful because we don't quite know who's watching, but you're pretty sure they shot the guy?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Yep.
You saw that happen?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And did you see them go up to him afterwards, or? They
crawled up on the roof. They had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
You hear that? And it will shoot or take padano. You kill your enemy before your enemy kills you. Hey, Koiki o, ẹ gbà wá o. Hey, Igboho, ẹ gbà wá o. Koiki o, ẹ gbà wá o. Bàbá Kítóyè, àwọn Fúlàní ti wọlé o. I don't have to tell you what to do. Because no. Do whatever is right to protect and defend yourself. You see, somebody won't kill Trump. They kill the person. Let's take it. It's UK that was taking somebody that just killed 3 people. America carry lie. That guy will be gone. Kill 3 family. They lost hospital untreated. the government liability. So I wonder when some of us we come and say, Koiki, Fulani ti wọlé, as if we don't know what to do. So when we are ready, we will all know what to do. So let's leave the program because we'll be out again and I'll be completing Babakitoye final. That will be our Sunday broadcast. So make sure you join us. Remember, we'll be finishing the part 8. You can see the weather is already almost in the morning. It's getting brighter outside. So it's just my beautiful flag that I have here with me at the back. So I'm going to finish it up because next week again, we have another topic that we're going to look into. And on that note, let's all go and have a small little sleep. Remember that the world is full of evil. Nobody wants Yoruba people to be free. We need to get ourselves to be free out of Nigeria. Don't wait for Seyi Makinde, Dapo Abiodun, Sanwo-Olu, all the other states from Kwara to Kogi. None of them cares whether we survive or not, but we have to survive. Donald Trump survived tonight, but somebody died. Yes, because some of us don't like that. Donald Trump survived, but a soul just passed on in Pennsylvania in the United States of America. Only God knows how many souls would die if we do nothing. Iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wa, forílẹ̀ ibi wa, kàgbéga, kàgbéga, kàgbéga fàlérí. Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé bàtí bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́, ká jọlá, ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira. Ní kẹ́jẹ́ ká máa lépa, ìtẹ̀síwájú fọ̀pọ̀ ire àtohun tó dára. Ọmọ Oòduà dìde, bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ, ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Make I read my brother Clement. But Clement, they give me money, so if you comment, I must read it. What did you say, Clement? Showore is really not seeing the reality. What is up with that brother? Question mark. Let's leave him. He will see the reality. He keeps sending me his message about the upcoming revolution now on the 5th of August. I haven't replied him. I haven't spoken to him, but I'm sure at some point, Showore knows that Nigeria will not survive. So I'll just leave it like that. Thanks so much, Clement. Good morning, everyone. Join me probably depending 12, 1, I don't know. But just keep it tight. Yoruba Nation no going back. All hail Biafra, all hail Biafra, all hail Ambazonia, Scottish, and the rest of us. Nobody will take our land. We will defend it. It's our right. Donald Trump was almost killed, but his life is still here, but somebody died, and the world has not ended. Defend yourself if you have to. Don't wait for anybody. Odaro. Thank you so much, Clement. Mukiawa Oyebumi, Good night.